right, now it is time to get into NWA TNA Weekly Pay-Per-View number 111.
The end is here. It's the end of TNA, right? They never do a show after this.
They actually have a pay-per-view coming up, buddy.
What?
Victory Road.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's the start of a new era for TNA. It's a start of a new era for TNA. And, yeah, I mean, things are possibly looking up. Let's see how Mr. Dave Meltzer feels about that.
Well, TNA sucks, right?
Newsletter portion of this, Toby. From September 6, 2004, Hogan's latest is claiming that VH1 is interested in doing a TV show with him, and he's looking to wrestle for a new Ted Turner-started company with Stone Cold, Goldberg, Sting, and Kevin Nash.
Me when I'm lying.
He was telling the truth for a second and then had to veer a lie into there.
It was too true, and he said, and I'm gonna fucking beat Austin, dude.
Two truths and a lie he does every time he talks.
That's his every day.
3 lies, no truth.
It surges through him. He claims VH1 is interested in doing a reality show with his family, and he claimed Fox and ABC are interested in doing a reality show where he comes out of retirement and saves the wrestling business. Dude, truths.
Fox and ABC?
One lie and 2 truths. Yeah, Fox and ABC, yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
He comes out of retirement and saves the wrestling business. This is 04. I mean, I don't know where we're in dire straits yet, right?
Dude, no, you got Fox, ABC, Stone Cold, who else is there?
Goldberg, Sting, and Goldberg.
These are all wrestlers.
He also claimed he had a degree in finance and management. Meltzer says he actually attended University of South Florida, but left without earning a degree.
Well, this is all great news for Hulk Hogan.
He went to Florida, then became a beach bum probably, and never went back to college. You know how it is. You know how it is, boys, you know?
Yeah, and then he got a finance degree. What do you not hear here?
And then he smoked some crack.
Acclaim Entertainment, which made a name for itself with its WWF video game franchise.
No, it did not.
By the way. Yeah, shitty.
It did not make a name for itself.
And NBA Jam, which, a lot
okay,
better
yeah. That's more like it.
Folded after filing for bankruptcy on August 30th. After losing its WWF deal, Acclaim had good success with an ECW video game, and ended up in a big dispute over rights to ECW after lending 7 figures to keep the company afloat and protect its license. The company fell into debt in recent years, and its Legend of Wrestling video games in recent years were not successful.
It led 7 figures to ECW.
Correct. To keep ECW alive, so they could keep the license.
So ECW killed Acclaim? Wow.
I mean, not directly, but I mean, it probably did.
It was Paul Heyman,
help.
Personally. It was Paul Heyman.
No,
he did
it wasn't. Fuck you.
Thank you, Paul.
I mean, yeah, the ECW games were dog shit. The WWF games were also dog shit, but I guess they probably sold well because WWF was hot. I mean, they were selling games in 97, 98, so that fucking probably did super well. Giving ECW 7 figures to keep ECW alive, and then they both die is pretty funny.
Giving them 7 figures and then nobody still got paid.
Yeah, they didn't get their money back.
Crazy.
Where do you think the money went?
It went
just
to
incredible.
Me. I imagine they had an unfucking believable amount of debt.
Surely, right? That probably didn't even put a dent into it
either. They had
either.
to, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you would think that 7 figures would kind of fix it. All right, we don't really have a debt issue anymore. We're going to pay off all your debt. No. You need to pay way fucking more. And you know what? We're probably going to kill you in the process here.
Yeah, that's cool.
That is crazy. What
did you guys play the Legends of Wrestling games?
I did.
What'd you think?
I did.
I think that the control scheme was confusing as shit.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it was too slow, but I thought the roster was awesome.
I think they were headed in a better direction with the last game, but I feel like every game they kind of stripped something away too that I liked, so it was kind of a weird middle ground. The roster was fucking awesome, James. It was sweet.
It was because there was this weird middle ground where everybody they hadn't really done a lot of Legends contracts yet, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
So they were able to get a bunch of people. It was pretty sweet. I remember getting it, renting it from the game store, and
yes.
I was like, wow, this roster is fucking pretty nuts.
It's sick as fuck.
Yeah.
It is crazy, yeah.
Yeah, but the engine just stunk, man. It's it wasn't built for a wrestling game.
It was clunky, right? Nothing. There was some stuff had an oomph to it. I played it in recent years, and there's some moves I'm wow, that pile driver is sick. But there were limited moves. Control scheme, as you said, was weird. The reverse system was kind of fucking annoying. and the story mode was like a cute idea that got super repetitive, like the territory thing. I thought that was cool, where you travel to different territories and you deal with the promoters.
They got
there.
it more right later on.
I think that's right. Yeah.
So like the biggest thing is they probably just didn't have enough budget, I imagine.
Yeah, probably not.
To like expand on it like they wanted to. But yeah, I mean, like I always advocate for more wrestling games in the scene.
I'm shocked we got 3 of them.
Yeah, I guess like they were making enough money. Probably, I mean, like Hogan was still a name and he was on those games.
He was on the cover of all of them, I think.
Yeah. So like I can imagine people thinking, "Oh, this must be a WWE game."
Yeah. Oh my God, you're probably right. Yeah. That's
yeah.
true.
So
because there was nothing else at the time.
And then they said, "All right, cut that out."
In WWE news, the Kane horror movie they are producing is currently titled Ice Cream Man. That's
awesome.
I wish it would have stayed that name.
Is it? It's See No Evil or whatever.
Yeah, that's right. Now, that must have been a whole different movie.
There is a movie called Ice Cream Man.
Wait, is there?
Isn't there? There's something.
I mean, there probably is. It's probably on Shudder.
Yeah, that's
there's something with
fucking
Clint
true,
Howard.
dude.
What's the Clint Howard Ice Cream Man movie?
It might just be Ice Cream Man, like spelled normal.
Ginger Dead Man.
It is Ice Cream Man. Ice Cream Man. It's a horror
That's
comedy. With
Undertaker.
Clint Howard.
Oh yeah.
Dude, yeah, that would be pretty cool if the movie was named something else. I think they should have went through with the 3-foot cock wrapped around his body thing too.
I'll never fucking forget that, man. I will never forget that until the day I die. That Kane was.
People like to not mention that when we talk about See No Evil. Now that's a real thing. I'll mention it every time we talk about it. Yeah,
that was pitched like I think it was Vince. Shocking.
Yeah, Vince really wanted the 3-foot cock on Kane.
He wanted Kane in See No Evil to have a 3-foot cock. Like I don't know how that would have been in the story at all. And funny enough, they go the opposite. He has a little shitty dick in the movie, actually.
Yeah, that was a fuck you to Vince. Hey, Kane.
Kane specifically. From the Observer, September 13th, 2004, there was an idea for a reality TV show vehicle for Austin and DDP as celebrity roommates. Can 2 divorced men share an apartment without driving each other crazy? Was the concept of the show. What the fuck?
I'd watch the shit out of that.
That sounds insane. I don't even understand how.
There'd be a laugh track crazy on that, and I would be like, wow, this is funny. I like it. They're laughing. I'm laughing.
You said this was reality? Is that what it was?
It was a reality TV show that was meant to be for Stone Cold and DDP, yeah.
Because they're on the road all the time, right? So how are they going to film this show?
Unless that's what it is, they're going to put them in the car. You know what I mean? They're always going to travel together and, like, share a room.
2 wrestlers live together, and now they work in the real world. How will they make it in the real world? Their biggest problems were in the ring, and now they're in the office.
They shared a wrestling ring. Now they're gonna get a wedding ring. Oh my!
How will this will turn out? Yeah, see, it's pretty interesting.
That DDP thing, I don't know why I always remember this. Where him and DDP and Foley were Mick Foley, of course, were on the road together, and one time, fucking, I think DDP like crumbled up a bunch of cookies in Foley's bed, or the opposite, and the other one just fucking super flipped out about it.
Bit of fucking cookies.
WGTW in Philadelphia, which ran WWE syndication as well as several different indie groups on the weeknights, was sold and is turning into an all-religion station. All wrestling will be gone as of the end of the month. I put this in here because I vividly remember this happening. And I was a mad little boy. Hell yeah, man. I would watch fucking CZW and shit on that channel. That was the channel they would air fake UTV and shit on, and XPW and all.
Oh, really? Wow, yeah, that's gnarly. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I think ECW's like the not hardcore, not the TNN show. Hardcore TV, was it the other one?
Oh, yeah, the Hardcore TV. Yeah.
That was on that too. And then, yeah, I remember turning into it and like it being like a whole day. Like I think it was a night that I knew CZW was on, and it was just all like a church thing the whole day. I said, hey, what the fuck is this? I'm trying to lay the law right now, and you got this fucking preacher up here. Yeah, that sucked. What a great channel that was. I don't know if you guys had any like local channel that showed indie shit like that, or if you even knew that you did, but like, yeah, that was like a big fucking deal for me. That's how I got into the indies, was through that.
No, we didn't have shit like that.
Yeah, I never had anything like that. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Philly, is a market and had a ton of indies on that shit, so I guess that would make sense.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, I was so sad. I was so fucking sad. I thankfully there's still, fake UTV episodes. I'm actually surprised that those exist. Like, they didn't just fucking burn that. We'll ever watch this again. In TNA news, Terry Taylor works there, and he's the total doghouse idea-wise. There is a running joke in that Taylor makes suggestions at meetings, and Jarrett and Dutch Mantel always then blow him off. I think the joke is his suggestions are 0 and 642. This past week, when Taylor complained about a spot where a pinfall was going to be broken up by a partner pulling the ref out of the ring, Taylor said when the ref can see who is pulling it out to break a fall, it should be a DQ. They then told him it doesn't matter.
Oh.
I'm not against Terry Taylor on this one. I think he probably should. I respect that he stands up for that. I mean, that's...
No, you are 0 and 1 million. I don't care. You lost.
That sucks, man. Like, there's times where we have that. Like, sometimes, wrestling is wrestling, and they're just like, oh, well, this fucking doesn't make sense here if this doesn't happen, and, suspending disbelief is a thing. But I still think it should be stood up for, at least. It should be brought up at the very least.
Well, it's fake, but it's a fake world that exists that you believe is real while you're watching it.
There's rules.
Right. So, like, you can bend them sometimes, but
yeah,
you're bending them, not acting like they don't exist.
Yeah, that's right. A lot of TNA stuff to round this one out here. This is kind of a long one where there's a lot of drama going on in the backstage. From the Observer,
they had a lot of drama, like, early on, just period, because they just were trying to figure everything out.
Yeah, and everyone thought that they should be doing more or weren't being treated the way they as stars as they should be.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah.
Which is some of that here. So here we go. Observer, September 20th, 2004 in TNA News. The latest negotiations are to attempt to buy what would likely be more expensive time slots, an 11 p.m. Saturday night slot for Impact and a Sunday morning slot for Explosion, both on Fox Sports Net. So this is obviously coming out of them not doing these pay-per-views anymore. Fox Sports Net has been given the impression they are willing to spend enough to increase the exposure at this point to where they can get nearly any time slot they would want. The problem is, because of the nature of the network, what would figure to be best time slots would face preemptions, so it needs to air at a time where there are no major sporting events taking place. For some reason, I always figured that the pay-per-views ending, the weeklies, were like them having a for sure TV deal, but this doesn't feel like they do.
I think they had one. They just didn't have a good one, right? Isn't that the idea?
I think that's right. Yeah.
They paid to be on Fox Sports Net.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think they're still trying to pay to be on there, just at a better time slot.
Yeah, okay.
So here's all the drama, boys. There has been some dissension of late, in particular with Conan and Raven and others to a lesser extent, all unhappy with their positioning. This name will shock you. Kid Kash hasn't been as vocal in recent weeks, but no doubt the frustration level, with no sign of things moving upward after the initial better than expected ratings, is going to be getting everyone now. Raven was at least positioned as a major title contender watching the Jarrett Hardy match. Spoilers. He hasn't been used much since he complained to Dixie Carter about the booking of Jarrett and Dutch Mantel, which is not the thing to do, Meltzer says. Conan and the Jarretts had a blowout this week. You could see it was coming after Conan's appearance on Wrestling Observer Live, as he talked about how he and BG James have more name recognition than almost anyone on the roster. They get a better reaction in both Nashville, and Orlando than almost anyone, but don't get major storylines. I mean, there's more.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean,
dude, I remember 3 Live Crew being a big storyline. Angles? They had a lot of angles, right?
I mean, they were definitely there, and I definitely was like, man, get the shit off.
I know, man. Like, come on. Where the fuck is everybody else? Like, where the fuck is the boys?
Get the fuck out of here, man.
But I remember them being a part of the program. Like, they were there. You know what I mean?
Dude, every single fucking week they were there, Tony. Every week they'd get, like, their own whole segment of the show.
Yeah, what are they talking about?
Dude, all right, enough, man. Yeah, look, I get it, but like, damn, man, I was ready for the alternative, man. I'm not trying to see BG James and fucking
Conan. Come on, dude.
And like, and fucking Ron Killings was always just like there. Like,
he was always their third.
Yeah, other than his like a Asylum run, like he was always just kind of just there. I don't know why they didn't really want to do nothing with him. Just weird.
It probably would have been better if he was the head of the group and they were like his boys and he was getting pushed out of it.
Fucking believe that wasn't the angle. Like,
no, it was
let's
the
get
opposite.
This dude over.
Yeah.
It's like, let's have you get me over, brother. Like, what the fuck is going on?
I mean, we're over and we need to stay over. I mean, we're going to fucking push you. You'll get over just by being our third. He made a great decision leaving. Dude, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he turned out to have a great career.
Conan was on the air with the frustration about getting Jeff and Dutch Mantel to listen to his complaints. He complained it had become like the WWE, where they cut everyone off booking wise, so nobody can rise to the top, and was mad because he felt he'd done good promos and his stuff had gotten over, but he did nothing but a late run-in on the pay-per-view the night before and was booked for a dark match in Orlando and just a quick run-in. With Jimmy Hart not there in Orlando to round people up from the park to come to the tapings, Conan and BG James were asked to walk around the park on September 9th to round up fans. Conan complained about his bad hip bothering him, and it started the wheels in motion with them asking why they were asked to go with Hart 2 weeks earlier and do the same job and nobody else is asked. They sent Vince Russo to talk to Conan, since he's good friends with him. Conan complained to Russo, who then said Conan and that he and Jarrett need to talk. Conan was mad at the Naturals getting pyro for the ring entrance, and they don't. Jarrett told him to not be a mark. And that the Naturals need it because they are trying to get them over, but 3 Live Crew can get over without pyro or belts. Conan then asked Jeff why he needed pyro, and said that people are conditioned to thinking the big stars get pyro now. So that was his big... He was fucking shooting on everybody here.
Gosh. The Nationals Tag Champions, why do they got pyro? Why do the Tag Champions got pyro?
Fucking pyro?
If this much is leaking back then, I'm firing everybody.
Dude, oh my God. It's like, yeah, there was more, by by but it was like...
Conan's leaking it, right?
lot.
He's the one leaking it.
Oh, yeah,
right?
he was... Yeah,
oh, dude, right. Yeah. Yeah.
Last 2 things here. AJ Styles is said to be thrilled at getting away from working with Kid Kash and going towards Petey Williams. Styles has a certain type of high-flying match he likes to do, and most veterans don't want to do it, so he tries to get opponents who do.
Veteran Kid Kash in 2004 is nuts.
Dude, ECW only died
cred,
3 years before this, and he was a chump.
He was
on
an
that
undercarder job guy. Yeah, like, dude, this is crazy. Come out and do the dive and then lose.
Yeah, okay, got
it. Yeah, I don't know who the hell this AJ Styles thinks he is. I hope he ain't the goddamn Triple Crown Grand Slam Ultra Champion B-top soon. Fucking bitch.
I like that he's said to be thrilled about it. I wonder who said it.
Weird, man.
He went to the Observers and told them.
Fucking Cash.
Conan's just walking around backstage asking guys, what do you guys want me to report to the Observer this week?
He's got a tape recorder. All right.
Tell him Kid Kash sucks.
Oh, well, it looks like AJ doesn't want to work with Kid Kash here.
He is thrilled, says Conan. I mean, anonymous source.
That is crazy. Tell him that we wanted to work with Abdullah the Butcher. It looks like Abdullah the Butcher was supposed to come in here. Eric Watts sucks. That's weird. It says it right here.
It says right here, AJ Styles said Conan should get pyro. That's weird.
And he shouldn't have to get fans to the show. Last thing here, I just put this here because this just felt really mean. In WWE news, Meltzer writes, the totally worthless Viscera is being brought back to join JBL on SmackDown. You know the saying, when business gets bad, Vince always looks to the big guys, and then it gets worse until he looks into a Steve Austin. Poor Viscera.
Well, Viscera's about to unlock some tech that changes the world.
He's about to change Christian's career, too.
Yeah. Like, you just wait, Meltzer.
Wow.
Yeah, don't you get caught up in this. Don't you get fucking caught up in this, Meltzer.
Hey, they did. They brought it back and they lucked into Stone Cold and they had John Cena, right?
Dude, yeah, they lucked into Stone Cold, which was Viscera's
in
new
the pajamas.
They lucked into
that's what you were talking about, Tex.
I think that's what he meant.
Big thing.
It's in my pants.
That's the big purple one.
The purple War Pearl powerhouse.
He copied Christian's finish. I mean, what else could you ask for?
I mean, that made his career, though. You know, what a move. What a move.
Yeah, I mean, I'll never forget that ever. And I'm glad that was in a video game once.
Just once. It was enough.
Just once. That's crazy. Who mocapped that?
Okay, that's a great fucking question. Who mocapped the Viscera? We are on a hunt for that.
LA Knight, yeah.
Dude, somebody out there. Dude, that would have been awesome. Holy shit.
I'm not doing the Viscera.
Austin Aries.
You want me to do Viscera? Wow. All right, well, that's it for the Observer portion of this. Now let's talk about the final live weekly NWA TNA pay-per-view from September 8th, 2004.
All right, now it is time to get into NWA's TNA. And we start off with a cold open here that goes over 90 angles.
Dude, it goes like, I thought this was never ending. It legit goes over every single thing that is on the show, which I do appreciate. In some respects, because I knew nothing, obviously, going into this. But as it kept going on and on, I said, whew, wow. Anything I could probably figure out later on the show?
Eric Watts.
Dude, yeah, Eric Watts, I need to see about, especially because they show hype videos, like, before every match.
I wrote this down, and then I was like, okay, I've fallen. Okay, wait, what? Huh? Like, I lost my mind, like, as I was writing it. I was like, okay, big night. We got Jarrett and Jeff Hardy. Okay, then we got a recap of the tag match, and we got... Wait, what's going on here?
Yeah, every angle just kind of flowing into one another. So Eric Watts is a part of the show that we talk about here, and he is on the team of Sonny Siaki and Desire. And Desire, I guess Eric Watts was not the original plan for this. In fact, he was like the fourth option of doing this angle here. And the other people that were originally reached out to be in this angle. Now, I don't know if this means it would be in the match that we're going to talk about on this show, the 6-man, or not, but the original idea, number one, was Jimmy Snuka. He told them he'd recently undergone abdominal surgery, but would like to work for them at some point. Another choice was Abdullah the Butcher, but Dutch Mantel went to Puerto Rico and saw the shape that Butcher was in, and he can't move at all, so never mind on that. D'Lo Brown was also considered. All these guys were considered over Eric Watts, and I'm very angry.
What the fuck is the angle?
I just said someone was there to help Desire
Sonny Siaki?
Yeah.
Dude,
she had an ace in the hole, and it was Abdullah the Butcher.
Wow. That is pretty nuts. I mean,
that would have been awesome.
Eric Watts sucks, man.
Eric Watts historically sucks. Like, nepotism hire. Crazy that Eric Watts.
Yeah.
I wrote something down during his match that was
insulting.
It wasn't nice. Yeah, I guess we'll talk about it whenever we get to it.
Understandable.
But yeah, man, Eric Watts. I feel like we watch matches of his, and it's never because I want to. They're always just there.
Because they're forced upon me ad nauseum.
Well, it does end with Christopher Daniels, the fallen angel, say your prayers. I thought something was coming, or like he was going to show up.
He was coming out. I thought
that was his entrance. Yeah.
I wrote ... What's going on here? I'm so confused.
The last two things
yeah, it wasn't Christopher Daniels' music.
Yeah, the last two things I wrote was, wow, long-ass intro. Oh, shit, Fallen Angel Titantron to a Tool song. Wait, there it goes. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, that's Team Canada.
Yeah, I don't know what, that had to have been an accident, I assume, which is weird because there was no point during the show that there's a Christopher Daniels entrance.
Yeah, I was thinking in my head, I was like, he's been here for a minute. Like, what are they re-debuting him, or like what were they doing here? But no, he was on the show, and then he wasn't. So
I think it was his Tron, and they just fucked it up.
They meant to hit Team Canada, and they hit Christopher Daniels.
Fallen Angel,
Fallen Angel, next to it. Yeah.
But I do love seeing the 6-sided ring in the Asylum. That's cool.
that felt weird to me.
Yeah, I thought it was cool because usually we see the 4-side with the yellow. This time we got to see the 6-sided ring. So it definitely was interesting to see.
Yeah, no, it was very cool. And Mike Tenay says, it's time for, they hyped this up crazy, it's time for a date with fate. There's one line that they say later that I wish they would have said here of the big submission of this show, which is, of course, the figure 4 and, Jeff Hardy's submission that everyone knows.
I want you to take a second, everybody listening, and think what Jeff Hardy's submission move is. No, it's not the ice pick. That's Matt Hardy.
That is Matt Hardy. And we'll let you simmer on that until we get there. But there is a submission versus submission aspect to this matchup that I didn't know about.
That Jeff Hardy debuted last week. And it is so good. It's on the same level as the figure 4 leg lock.
It's right up there with it.
He debuts it, and then he uses it, and then I don't think he ever uses it ever again in his entire life.
And there is a chance, Tony, that he forgot what it was going into the show.
No, this was correct.
We'll see.
It is 100 correct.
Well, we kick off the show here with a X Division Tag Team Battle Royal.
It's a 6-team X Division Dominance Battle Royal, which... alone, I was like, I laughed out loud when they announced it. I said, that's fucking awesome. Okay, got it. So what this is an over-the-top rope battle royal where once 10 of the 12 people in the match are eliminated, the last 2 competitors will join their partners in the ring for a normal tag team match.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah. All right.
This is a Vince Russo special. He loves doing the battle royals lead to a singles match or leads to a match at the end of it.
I don't know if I dislike it. I don't know if I don't know if I'm against it. I like this match.
It's a lot of nothing to get to where it needs to go.
That's fair.
The Battle Royal, everyone started in the ring. It wasn't, they said, this ain't no stinking 60-second entrance. Everybody starts in the ring.
This is a crazy lineup, too. As they come out, I'm more and more surprised. So out first, as James alluded to before, Team Canada of Petey Williams, and thank fucking God it was Johnny Devine. I was worried it was somebody else for a minute.
That would have been awesome if it was somebody else. But
it was
Johnny Devine always looks different.
Okay, I swore he was A1. Like, I was like, this is A1. I wrote it down, and they said, Johnny Devine. I said,
dude, all his moves are Divine something.
He's tapped in
they
crazy.
Are.
He's like,
he's got it. He's got to figure it out.
He's like easy money with all the move names. It's unreal. So they come out. I was like, oh, shit, okay. And I legit wrote down, got worried a minute there. A1 was on this card. That's fucking awesome.
That would have been awesome.
No, this is Hot Shot Johnny Devine.
Hot Shot Johnny Devine, of course. Next team, Shark Boy and D-Ray 3000. Wow, this is based. Love
D-Ray
this.
3000 Asylum legend.
That's like the best way to put that, huh? Like,
yeah.
He doesn't make it out of there.
He's on a few episodes of Impact getting his ass whooped. Yeah.
Samoa Joe definitely takes him out.
Yeah, man. He gets destroyed.
But most of the time, he's stuck in the asylum with Derek Grimcouch.
And he is not getting out of there.
I guess that was the Impact Zone. That was different. Fair enough.
Yeah, okay.
The next team is, of course, the best X Division tag team. So they say Michael Shane and Kazarian. Michael Shane goes on to be Matt Bentley for legal reasons. But they have matching gear, which I respect.
Kazarian is the coolest.
He is the coolest. And
that's his gimmick, by the way.
He lets you know that during the match as well.
His damn shorts say it.
Michael Shane is Shawn Michaels' cousin, just so you know. Just if you didn't know.
I figured it out after I saw the ponytail, the entrance, and the sweet chin music.
Oh, that's weird.
I thought it was a cosplay, but no, they're related. So that's fine. Shout out Tracy, by the way. TNA legend as well. The next team is Sanjay Dutt and his tag partner, Delirious. Holy shit.
Delirious, okay.
Yeah. I guess they were trying to do something with him. I guess I remember him being on some of the early weeklies. He was definitely an explosion guy for a minute.
Yeah.
He got killed by Joe.
He got killed by Joe. Everyone gets killed by Joe.
Yeah, I mean, Delirious is a guy that probably could have worked on TV, especially in TNA.
I think we've talked about that before, but yeah, absolutely. It sold a ton of masks too, I'm sure.
Yeah, like his gimmick was like total TNA gimmick.
Total TV gimmick, sure, too. Yeah, like He probably could have been. He had a WWE Heat run.
Yeah, like he would have been a good job guy in WWE.
Yeah. The next team is, of course, the legendary tag team of Jarrell Clark, Mr. 630, and Mikey Bats. Mikey Bats. I love Mikey Bats. He becomes a legend in my eyes here tonight on this show. And the next team, or the last team, is the Amazing Red and Chris Sabin.
Dude.
What a crazy team.
What the hell?
You're lucky we didn't have the book.
Yeah, holy shit.
I tell you who's winning this one.
Yeah, dude. Fucking hell. That's awesome, man.
Yeah,
Like,
man. That's nuts.
in 04? Oh, my God.
Yeah, the Amazing Red and Chris Sabin. All right, man. Well, they're about to run the gauntlet.
There's a ton of Chris Sabin signs in the crowd. He's over his shit.
Yeah, he was the X Division champ. He the fucking king of the Ultimate X for a while. Kind of like the de facto X Division guy.
Sure.
And yeah, man, he was, especially during the Asylum era, like he was one of a kind.
Yeah, the signs said, the Chris Sabin signs in the crowd say, "Hail Sabin, I have Sabinitis, prepared to be Sabinized, and Sabin section."
One of them said SabinSection.com. They had a whole fan website for it. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, he should lose here.
No, man. Come on. Dude, this is like one of my goats, man. I'm not trying to see that.
Oh,
And
sorry
the
about
Amazing Red, are you shitting me?
I
Dude,
know.
how do you have them in there and they're not the best X Division tag team? But yeah, Michael Shane and Kaz is the best X Division tag team.
Well, look, I guess because Michael Shane and Kazarian are, the boastful ones, they would say that, of course.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
the fans would say that Amazing Red and Chris
Sabin and Red
Sabin are
are, yeah.
for him, right?
Oh, okay.
But dude, yeah, wow. If they cared at all about who is the best in the division, I'm pushing the shit out of these two guys. I don't
Hell
give a
fucking
fuck.
yeah.
Like at this point, I'm making X Division tag team titles, and I'm getting.
Okay, so James, that was going to be my next point. Why the fuck do they care about being the best X Division tag team? There is no division for this.
Yeah, there is no tag division in X Division.
Maybe they were thinking about it. They were like, let's see how this
maybe.
works out. I
Sure.
think that would have been awesome in this
Oh my
era.
God, hell
Holy
yeah.
That would have been
shit.
sweet. That would have been cool, yeah.
Yeah, except for I guess the bad thing would have been is that TNA historically hated all their tag teams.
And wanted to break them up as quick as possible.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
and like the fact that they worked against it, like AMW and Triple X, having a pretty legendary feud.
Sure.
And then of course, like Beer Money and Motor City and things of that nature, and
Yeah.
then Generation B and all that. I mean, they had all the pieces.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it just could never be the main event, man. Sorry.
That's how, I think that's just an issue. We talked about it before where just places don't look at tag team wrestling as a draw.
The goddamn title has world on it. It's
a main event
It's a
title.
world title, yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, that's how we look at it, anyways.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, man, X Division Tag Team Battle Royal. Sanjay Dutt gets there. He cut his goddamn theme song off right when he's about to do the sprinkler. I was like, Jarrell
He was
Clark
an internet
comes out.
legend with this sprinkler, bro. I remember that video going around forever.
Dude,
That shit meant something to me, man.
I love Sanjay.
Jarrett loves Sanjay.
Hell, he still does.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. They're
That's
together
now.
in AEW. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. That's
sick as
Sanjay,
fuck.
man. Yeah. That's a Jarrett legend right there, man.
He's a beast. I like this match, by the way. There's a lot of crazy shit in this match, too.
So Chris Sabin eliminates Petey Williams to start this one. He's the
crazy.
X Division champion, so him going out first was pretty nuts.
Dude, Sabin eliminated Petey by skinning the cat and then grabbing Petey with his legs and dragging him head first over the top rope. It was awesome.
So Johnny Devine hits the Divine Retribution, which is a vertebraker set up into an unprettier.
Dude, did he not sit on Mikey Bats' head?
Yeah, he did. He did. Yeah.
I don't know if Mikey Bats knew what he was taking, because it's definitely gory special, and I'm like, oh, okay, he does fucking gory special. Then he just plops his ass on Mikey Bats' head.
Sit out unprettier. Yeah, this shit was
Yeah, that was-
really nuts, man.
That's the Divine
That's
Retribution. huh? Is that
Divine
right?
Retribution. I said, huh. All right.
He definitely, okay, in later TNA, he definitely does the Divine Intervention, by the way.
Yeah, he does. But this is the Retribution. He gets there.
Oh, I
It
wrote down
changes.
Divine Intervention, so I must have just remembered it.
Yeah,
as
that's
Divine
what you were
Intervention.
thinking. Yeah, it's definitely Retribution.
So next, Kazarian eliminates Chris Sabin. Kazarian is the coolest, if you didn't know.
He is the coolest. Ooh, that's cool. What a cool guy.
Michael Shane suplexes Mikey Bats over the top rope and he lands like shit.
Michael Shane does the most reckless suplex of all time to Mikey Betts from the apron to the floor.
He lands like shit, man.
Breaks both of his legs.
That's like a super young wrestler bump too. He's like, hey man, why don't you take this suplex and I'll just throw you on your feet.
I should have.
How about you just shit came me over the top? Nah, suplex.
I guess these two spots we were just talking about probably makes a lot more sense to Mikey Betts' performance later in the show.
So Shark Boy tries to hit the DSD, but Kaz catches him, and him and Michael Shane throw him over the top rope.
That was cool.
Amazing Red hits the 718 on Michael Shane, and this ends up eliminating him.
That's the 718.
Oh.
They all got move names.
Jarrell Clark.
You know what the 718 is? That's his height and his shoe size combined.
Combined, yeah. That's right. He's 7'1" inches. 71 inches and 18
feet. Yeah. I just thought I'd tell you if you didn't know.
Oh, thank you, Tony.
Oh, no, hell no. That means he's like 6 foot tall with a size 8 boot.
Yeah, that's right. What's the fucking problem? It's the Amazing Red.
He's like Justin from the Power Rangers. Like he just when he transforms, he gets taller and older.
Yeah, wow.
That's a 71-8. Oh, okay. You want to know why? No, I don't.
Don't give a shit. What's Jarrell Clark doing?
So Jarrell Clark comes in and hits a poison Rana on Johnny Devine on the top rope, and he gets
awesome.
So up there for it, man.
Dude, yeah, because Johnny Devine's doing 10 punches in the corner on the Amazing Red, and Jarrell Clark is standing on the top rope. Now I say, oh, that's fucking crazy. Yeah, standing, leaping, reverse Rana off the top rope. I'm losing my fucking mind. Anyway, Red's doing the 718 again.
He's trying. He's trying.
Dude, Kazarian literally
fucking awesome.
grabs Amazing Red off the ground and launches him over the top rope.
I don't know if I've ever seen a deadlift Beal elimination like that
Yeah,
before.
that was pretty nuts, man.
That was sick.
Yeah, that's the Amazing Red.
There he goes.
My hero. So after Amazing Red gets launched over the rope here, Johnny Devine locks in the Divine Penance.
Dude, I got fired up because I was like, wow, Johnny Devine killed this dude with a fucking vertebraker on his head, and now he's about to do the Super Dragon curb stomp. But no, he just does a fucking submission.
Dude, it is a crazy submission, like trying to rip his arms off from the back.
He's like locked up. He's locked up and he can't get out of that. Yeah, Divine Penance, of course.
Sanjay Dutt says, stupid move, dude. So he hits an elbow drop from the top rope to break it up.
Should have been a moon stomp.
That would have been nuts.
Dude, that would have been awesome. Wow.
Probably would have killed him.
Yeah. I mean, if it was a CZW 3-way, he would have did it.
100%. He would have done it to his cock and balls.
It would have been awesome.
That's probably the most seen version of the moon stomp ever. That one where Sanjay does
Sexy
the moon
Eddie.
stomp to Sexy Eddie's dick and balls.
I mean, he gets in there.
That is unreal. Has
Sexy Eddie ever said like, hey man, that hurt a lot?
I actually haven't heard. No, I mean, even if with a cup, that's horrible, right?
Yeah, I mean, he lands right on. I mean, like, look, the amount of aim you have to be able to moonsault off the top and land directly on somebody's fucking dick and balls.
Yeah, impressive.
It's nuts. Yeah,
And
Sanjay's one of the goats.
10 pounds of cock meat, so like, there's no avoiding it.
And that's not even a gimmick, dude.
No, that's a shoot, brother.
Sanjay hits a moonsault on Kaz and Divine, and then hits a double blockbuster, which Mike Tenay lets out one of the most exasperated, incredible. Sanjay then gets thrown over immediately after and eliminated. So he hits a double moonsault, a double blockbuster, and then the guys he hit those moves with just threw him over.
Well, he went for it too many times. He was bing, bang, boom, and then they caught him on the last one. He went for a double drop kick, and they caught him and chucked his ass over.
He knew after the drop kick he was going to go for the dick and balls.
Yeah,
they said, we got to get this guy out of here. So Kaz then knocks Johnny Devine off the top rope and eliminates him.
What was it? It looked like a jumping sick kick.
Yeah, it was either a knee or a kick or something. Yeah,
it was cool.
Connected. Yeah, it looked good. And the final two in this match, Kaz and Jarrell Clark. I couldn't fucking believe it. I was like, wow, that's the boyhood dream here.
Well, dude, Don West also couldn't believe it, James, because it's them two left. Michael Shane gets in and starts fucking kicking Jarrell Clark's ass, and Don West is not having it. Oh, Michael Shane's not supposed to be back in there yet? Oh, wait, we're down to the final two. My bad. That's my fault, Mike.
Don West and Michael Shane are like Triple H and JR. Michael Shane because they're son of a bitch. You are one SOB, Michael Shane. He
was quick to apologize. Oh, that's my fault, Mike. Oh, understandable.
So like you mentioned, Michael Shane runs in and he attacks Clark, but they eventually get set up into an actual tag team match, so it's legit a tag team match now.
Yeah, it's Mikey Batts and Jarrell Clark against Michael Shane and Frankie Kazarian. All the rules are legal.
And nothing's on the line.
Yeah, you're fighting for nothing, actually, boys. What are you doing here?
Well, so it gets to the end. We'll talk about it when we get there, but it gets to the end and like they don't win anything. They're like, they won. And I was like, oh, what are they get like the number one contender shot?
Right? The rankings. There's rankings.
Vince Russo rankings?
Like, they're not even in talk about the tag. There's a tag title match tonight that they're not even like discussed for.
It was like a super nice thing to do because they were Asylum guys, I think.
Yeah, that's.
But damn, they should have at least got a title shot and let somebody beat them.
Yeah, hell, I mean, absolutely. I can't wait to tell you what they do at the pay-per-view, but let's talk about this match first.
Yeah, all right. So Michael Shane, he runs in, he attacks Clark, they set up in a tag. Mikey Batts gets the tag, goes for a springboard off the tag, slips, and eats so much shit. It looked like he ragdolled into the ground.
It's actually an impressive amount of shit that this guy eats. Like I thought he was knocked out from how hard he fell. Like AJ Styles does this as a fake, and Mikey Batts did this for real and died. It was awesome. And then they spend the rest of the match just grinding his ass out.
Dude, yeah, get Southern tagged, bitch.
I couldn't believe it, dude. I couldn't believe it.
We're in the asylum, buddy. This is Southern tag territory right here.
This is an X Division tag match. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, and these guys are the best X Division tags. So,
dude, at one point, fucking Mikey Batts is on the ground. Michael Shane is trying to roll him over. Mikey Batts is in another dimension. He is not understanding what's going on. So he's
had a rough night, man.
Michael Shane puts him in a rear naked choke. Fuck this guy, man.
Yeah, so Michael Shane gets his heat on Mikey Batts, and it's heat. He gets it for a long time.
Michael Shane has forgotten all of his moves. He doesn't know he's a wrestler anymore. He's been dropped on his head 4 times tonight.
Michael Shane sets Mikey Batts up on his knee, and Kazarian hits him with a leg drop off the top right on his fucking head. This shit looks so good, man.
They crush his fucking skull. Backbreaker death sentence. Hey.
At some point, he's just going to stand up and help me.
I'm fighting for my life down here.
Fucking come in the ring and help me.
Are you fucking kidding me, buddy? Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. He got heat on me for 7 straight minutes and then leg dropped my head off the fucking mat. Dude, are you shitting me?
I've seen the entire Looney Tunes cast circling my head for the past 7 minutes. Dude, and they do the backbreaker death sentence, and then Kazarian looks directly at the camera and says, so cool. So very, very cool.
He's the coolest. This is the coolest fucking guy ever.
Yeah, hell yeah. He's like the ice cream man.
The ginger dead man. So Batts hits a stun dog for a double down.
Tracy, he's back.
He got so much heat put on him that this crowd could not be brought back. Tracy Brooks tries to hit the mat and start a clap, and literally nobody does it.
Dude, she's pounding at the mat, and it's like there's a small spattering of it, but as they go for this double hot tag, and you can tell she's like,
please,
come on. Dude, double hot tag, and it's like, and the match just started.
Yeah, so Clark gets the hot tag, and him and Batts do a misdirection into a hip toss double team. Look cool.
Okay, what was that? Double hip toss catch into fucking flipping DDT?
Whatever you want to call that, they did that. That was called
Mikey Bats forgot what it was.
Divine DDT.
Divine widely signed a contract.
Divine misdirection. So Jarrell Clark goes for the 630.
Let's go!
Yeah.
Can you fucking believe it? Fingers and all, man. 630.
Let's
and
go.
Dude, he's
fucking
Mr. 630. Of course
That's
he's gonna
true.
do
he's
that.
Mrs. 630 because he missed the shit out of this one.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Dude, he almost falls up there setting it up.
I gotta tell you this, man. Jarrell Clark goes for this 630 here, and like he gets so over, you could have convinced me he could have gone over more.
Because there's a lot of room when he lands.
Yeah, he gets complete flat back.
Yeah.
Like he's flat back before he even lands. Usually
it's
when
awesome.
someone does a 630, it's pretty close.
It is, bro.
Yeah.
It's pretty close.
He doesn't give a fuck. He stops and then falls on you. Like that shit
awesome.
is pretty gnarly.
Listen, I'm not getting with that.
He fucking eats shit.
Dude, yeah, he dies.
man.
And that ring must fucking suck. 6 sides to do that
Oh
in.
yeah! Wow.
And then Michael Shane hits Sweet Chin Music. Can you believe it?
All that for Sweet Chin Music, and that's not the finish.
No, because Mikey Bats,
He's back!
he's here, and he rolls up Michael Shane, and by God, they get the win.
Let's go!
They did it, they did
Let's
it.
fucking go, dude. He is batting crazy.
Dude, commentary's like, yes, yes, yes. And I was like, oh shit, what'd they win? Nothing.
They
was
won
like,
the match.
damn.
That's enough,
They
man. That's
fucking
enough.
win. You know what they
They
win?
beat the best X Division team, Tony. That means they must get the X Division tag title shot.
There aren't any.
Michael Shane, Frankie Kazarian, Jarrell Clark, and Mikey Bats are all not on Victory Road 2004.
Wasn't Scott Hall?
Unless... No, Kazarian is in it. They're probably all in this 20-man X Division gauntlet.
They just run this back.
Single style.
Oh, hell yeah. They split up the best X Division tag team? No.
Doesn't take long.
Damn, Mikey Bats ended a run. That's crazy.
Damn, yeah, well, Mikey Bats' run's probably coming up here. I mean, they signed, and the week before this, they beat the Naturals with help of, I think, the fucking 3 Live crew, probably.
They're on a run, baby.
Of course they are.
This
I'm
is the
running
Spike
away.
Dudley and Taz run.
That's a beast run, though. That made it to Mania, brother.
So James Storm, as we're told, has a back injury, so he can't compete tonight. So Triple X will get the tag team title shot against the Naturals tonight.
Oh, that's fucking good. I can't wait to see that. That sounds good.
Yeah, that sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah, I like that. I get to see Christopher Daniels' entrance with his Tron.
So we go backstage. Scott Hudson is with Christopher Daniels and Elix Skipper.
Scott Hudson says that we got some rather bad news. James Storm's back injury is worse, and I don't know how James knew this before Scott Hudson did. And doctors have
Mike
not
today
cleared
gave
him
me the news.
to wrestle tonight. Yeah, that happens a lot, where something happens on the show that Mike today either talks about. I'm assuming these are all pre-taped, because Scott Hudson either doesn't know shit or the wrestlers don't know shit that we've already been told. Happens all night. So yeah, James Storm can't clear. Triple X will go 2-on-2 with the Naturals for the titles. Elix Skipper is fired the fuck up here, man. He is jazzed. I guess I figured why later. But he says, Naturals tonight's the night. The games are over and the politicking is done. Fucking go, Dan. You better bring more than your A game tonight, because we're going to show you why we're rated X. And Daniels talks about, the mistakes they made. They were focused on the wrong target in AMW, and they should have been more focused on the Naturals. But, tonight they're going to get the job done. AMW, when Storm's good, we're going to have to do this one more time. Well, then all of a sudden, an unbelievable amount of cocaine appears off screen and fucking gets thrown right at the face of Elix Skipper. And then a chair comes out of nowhere and annihilates Christopher Daniels directly in the shoulder. Holy shit, it's the Naturals!
That's Christopher Daniels' hurt shoulder.
Oh my god, his
You can
hurt
tell
shoulder.
there's tape.
He's taped up
Oh,
shoulder.
no.
They're attacking his injured arm.
Very nicely.
Well, the refs come in and separate them all, and the Naturals get out of there, and Mike Tenay says, the Naturals are known for their shortcuts, but they've gone way too far this time. Wasted a lot of good cocaine.
Dude, Elix Skipper covers Daniels to try to protect him. I thought that was very cute.
That was awesome. I mean, why, he's not hurt. You can hurt me. I won't be as hurt as Daniels.
So I thought, damn, this has been a pretty fun show so far. I'm excited to watch the rest of this. And then all of a sudden, the next match is the following. Abyss, Alex Shelley, and Goldilocks, known as Goldilocks Evil Empire. And they're facing Desire, Sonny Siaki, and Eric Watts. And I said, yep, this is TNA.
Did they call it Goldilocks Evil Empire? Was that on the nameplate?
Is that really what it is?
That's what they said on commentary. This is
Holy
Goldilocks
shit.
Evil Empire. And she had more people. I think Jarrell Clark was in it last week.
Oh, my!
But they left.
Oh, goddamn. Escape that goddamn shit.
Yeah, dude. The second I saw Team Eric Watts, I lost my smile. It's time to get out of the asylum, guys.
Oh, I can tell you what's going on, James, if you'd like to know here.
Run it down.
All right, so all three of the people on the not Goldilocks team have issues with Goldilocks for one reason or another. These reasons are Eric Watts is Goldilocks' ex-boyfriend, and he lost his fortune and was frozen out of his contract because of Goldilocks. And then
Contract with who?
With TNA.
He made a
Goldilocks
fortune.
kept him kept Eric Watts out of TNA.
Yeah, that's right. Goldilocks he was out of TNA because of Goldilocks.
So he couldn't be in Goldilocks Empire, Evil Empire.
He was kicked out. They broke up. And she found baby bear Alex Shelley. Sonny Siaki was forced to become Goldilocks' servant, and Desire has been trying to free Sonny Siaki from this for weeks. And Desire was the only one smart enough to read Eric Watts' contract, because the fine print said that they didn't really explain what the fine print said. There was something in the fine print that got Eric Watts back in the company. So you like this angle now?
Does the winner get a title shot?
No, this is a personal rivalry here.
TNA's not that kind of company. Come on, Jim.
What is so Goldilocks was a backstage interviewer, and now she runs an evil empire.
Yes. And she's
cool.
She's trying to take over.
I actually think this would be sure. I would totally be way more into this if I didn't have to see Team Eric Watts.
I mean, what if it was Abdullah the Butcher?
I would have been like, wow, they cooked.
Wow.
I would have been
Desire found the fine print in Abdullah the Butcher's contract, and he's able to wrestle in TNA.
Abdullah the Butcher was dating Goldilocks.
I would have been like, wow, they cooked.
Abdullah Butcher, the ex-boyfriend of Goldilocks. I love it.
Frozen out of his fortunes from TNA.
Yeah, that is insane to
That's
say.
The story. That is the story.
Kid Kash it ain't no goddamn fortune in nothing.
I fucking hate this fucking
this stupid fucking place.
This fucking young kid here wants to fucking do moves. Are you kidding me? Fuck this.
So does the winner get a fucking title shot?
Where's my fucking pyro? Conan, tell him that shit.
They just don't like each other or something. They they have beat. They have
who, AJ and Cash?
No, well, yeah, probably. But I mean, this storyline here, this 6-man,
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
They could have just given him heat. They don't need to just lore or do that.
This is a storyline, bro. I'm not telling you said that. Yeah. So now you know the context, so you're into it more.
Yes.
Good.
So, yeah, man, we start this match. Abyss eats a big boot from Eric Watts before Sonny Siaki comes in to hit a double suplex on Abyss.
Did you notice that when Abyss and Eric Watts started, I know it was hard for you to pay attention to Eric Watts, but I need you to, I don't know if you noticed this or not, but Abyss is punching Eric Watts. Eric Watts from punch number 1 is dead selling. He's done. He's like on the ground. It's over for
Eric Watts. Eric Watts is a professional wrestler.
He's a wrestler. Professional might be another word.
That is a thing necessary. Say.
I'd put another word in front of wrestler. Shitty, I'd probably put there. Dog shit might be another one there for it. The worst might be a good 2-hit combo.
Hey, put some respect on the Watts name, all right? The lineage of the family.
Yeah, his dad knew he sucked too. Come on.
Even he was surprised he was here. So, whoa. All right, cool. Sonny Siaki is now putting the heat on Alex Shelley. The crowd is chanting Ole. This match
goes needed here.
This match has no heat whatsoever.
Dude, I'm heated as I watch it.
Dude, I'm upset. Yeah, I'm sad. A bit.
I can imagine you sitting there just grumpy as shit.
Yeah, I was grumpy. I was like, oh man, I had to write all this down. So Abyss pulls the rope down, and Eric Watts goes over and
Takes
Abyss,
a shitter.
Yeah, Abyss throws him into the barricade, and Shelley then takes over on Watts inside the ring and tags into Abyss. Abyss then lines Watts, and he takes a Rikishi bump off of what seems like a nothing line. So I was pretty surprised by that.
It was a phantom clothesline, and he was already like Abyss hadn't even thrown the clothesline yet, and I think Eric Watts was upside down. It's fucking insane.
So Alex Shelley demanded to be tagged in because he's very selfish. He wants to get the win. And I mean, Eric Watts has been dead selling from the beginning of the match, so this should be a pretty easy win here.
Yeah, I mean, he sucks.
But of course, Eric Watts just gets up and hot shots him. All right.
Dude, what the fuck?
Hey, man. So Sonny Siaki gets in. He has a good babyface hot tag. Lots of blockbusters on this show, and we're only 2 matches in.
Fuck Buff. That's what it is. It said on the back, do all of Buff Bagel's moves.
Sonny Siaki hits a pop-up Samoan drop for a 2 on Alex Shelley.
Cool.
Abyss hits a choke slam on Siaki and hits the taunt.
Dude, he died. Huge choke slam and then Abyss taunt. I was fired up for it. That was my favorite part of the match.
Goldilocks then tags herself in, thinking that, Siaki's going to sell. He doesn't.
No, he does not. He kips up.
Dude, he gives up out of an Abyss choke slam? Fuck you. Fuck you, man. Are you kidding me? Who called this shit?
Siaki's up next, bro. He's the Rock.
Dude, I think Siaki's run is already coming to an end here, Tony.
Oh, his little rock reign is over?
I don't know if Siaki makes it out of the asylum.
He was the next big legend.
He definitely was teaming on Impact with Hector Garza or something. Come on.
That might be true. Or you're thinking of
I don't fucking remember now. Damn. I can remember his head.
Dude, I remember the shape of this man. Fuck. Apollo. That's who it was.
Apollo, yeah.
Sorry. Apollo way better than Eric Watts, who sucks.
Yeah, man. So Goldilocks tags herself in. Sonny Siaki no-sells Abyss, which got him fired, hopefully. And they stare down Sonny Siaki and Goldilocks.
It's like Rocket Austin.
Dude, it gets the biggest pop of the match.
He does the Rock kip up and stares at Austin in the eyes. Just one. It does get the biggest pop of the fucking match.
So, yeah, man. Desire then gets tagged in. And then everyone comes in, and now it's a Pier 6 brawl. So Eric Watts goes for the 10. I hate this guy. Eric Watts.
What if he was Eric Wyatt's?
He'd probably be better, but sadly he's not. What if he was Eric Guyot? So Eric Watts goes for the 10 count punch in the corner, but of course he can't climb the ropes, so he just gets back down and gives up. Oh wait, no, he gets up there. Second time he gets it. Nobody counts with him.
10 punches and then a clothesline. Awesome. All right, here we go.
Yeah, Desire then grabs Goldilocks by the hair. Mike Tenay says, "This is what we wanted to see." And I'm sitting here like, what the fuck?
It's a big angle, bro.
What do you mean we? Yeah.
Shit's crazy, man.
Of course.
Abyss then grabs Desire by the hair and then goozles her.
Oh my, but the biggest fucking moment of the match is here, James. I mean, like, I was holding off for this, my excitement of who is going to come out here to make the save.
Dude, there's no way this person's name is Georgie.
Georgie Watts is here. This is
Georgie Watts. Yeah.
This is Georgie Watts, which is Eric Watts' wife.
Oh man, so
she's here to fucking
she's here to yell at Abyss like every other woman. Why are all the women yelling at Abyss? Leave me alone.
There's 3 women surrounding Abyss shouting at him as he has Desire goozled. I don't know why Abyss has any idea who Georgie Watts is or why you would listen to her. Goldilocks is saying, chokeslam this motherfucker to hell. She's pushing Abyss. The crowd's getting fired up because they know Abyss has got to do the right thing here, and that's quit this fucking company at this point.
He's got to quit and go wrestle the Undertaker at WrestleMania.
Yeah, you're not making out of the asylum this way, Abyss. Goldilocks slaps Abyss. And Abyss.
That's what we call open hand slap.
Dude, they get fired up on commentary. They go, "You got 3 women coming at him from all sides."
Yeah,
You know,
this sucks.
Mike Tenay and Don West loved everything that happened on this show, no matter
They
what
tried
it
their
was.
best, dude.
Dude,
tried
they
their fucking
take it
best.
super serious, no matter how shitty it is. They're like, "Yeah, we."
I hope they
die, live and die
understand
for
how
this shit.
big of an asset they were to this company
No,
at this time.
They definitely were. Yeah.
Half of the shit I didn't even care about, but like Mike Tenay and Don West cared, so I was like, fuck it, I fucking care too, man.
Yeah, sure, I'm locked
Dude, when
in.
they started getting fired up and high-fiving, I'm like, hell yeah, I believe this shit too.
Awesome.
Yeah, so Abyss double goozles, but ends up just goozling Goldilocks.
No.
Yeah, man, that's
so-
Baby Bear 2 goozling mom. I don't understand what's going on.
That's not the 3 Bears story, but all right.
I thought that's how that book ended.
Yeah, man.
The mama
What book
bear
were you
gets
reading?
goozled.
So, James, Abyss has Goldilocks goozled. That is the universal sign for one and only move.
The
And
backbreaker.
then Abyss hits her with a backbreaker. No, not a choke breaker. He just picks her up and backbreakers her. What the fuck?
Wow.
Why even bother with the fucking choke slam?
Dude, okay. She must not know how to bump at all.
That's
right?
100% what it was, yes.
And they didn't even get her in the ring to say, all right, just jump.
The entire turn is people.
Abyss could have very easily put her down too. Like he could have, she's
Yes!
so light, he could have just been like boom, boom, you know, and gave it to her like that.
The entire turn, the crux of this turn, is the goozle and the choke slam. That is what he was doing at the time. And we don't even get that because they didn't put in they couldn't just show her this? Are you fucking kidding me? I was so dedicated to this angle. How can you believe this to me?
Abyss hits a backbreaker on Goldilocks, and the crowd goes, all right.
And then he goes, he does the taunting.
And then I go,
Well, Desire gets the pin on Goldilocks and wins. And then Eric Watts' theme, which is some fucked up Queen Linkin Park mashup, plays.
dude,
I hate this guy.
And then
I hate this
Eric
fucking guy.
Watts makes out with his wife on the ramp, and it is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life, man.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on there.
Yeah,
I mean, you've seen an
you're-
Eric Watch match. It doesn't get worse than that, though.
Yeah, it's pretty close though, Tony. So we go backstage. Scott Hudson is with Team Canada. Scott D'Amore is in his Bobby Roode robe.
So yeah, Scott Hudson talks about the last match tonight with Dusty Rhodes, potentially in the NWA. He has a 34-year history in the organization, and tonight it could go up in flames. How do you sleep at night, sir? And Scott D'Amore goes on a fucking crazy promo here. It's actually not a bad promo.
It's a good promo.
Yeah, he talks about Dusty and his history with him, and Dusty likes to call himself the American Dream, and he can't think of a better nickname for someone that's self-serving, lying, egomaniac that has never done anything to benefit anyone but himself. That's a perfect example of what USA stands for, and he says, Dusty, you talk about a boot tradition. You like to talk about the tradition of the NWA, but I don't think it was that many years ago that the first time somebody waved money in your greedy face, you went north, you put on the yellow polka dots, you dance around like the circus freak I knew you were, and tonight, for the boys, the organization, Vince Russo, I'm gonna fucking get rid of you. And dude, this last line was awesome. They say an athlete dies 2 deaths, one when his career is over, and the other when he passes on. And tonight at my hands, you die your first death.
Good promo.
This is way
That's a
too good of a
great
promo
line.
for what I know this match is gonna
I
be.
know, dude. I know this shit ain't gonna be nothing. But like, yeah, he made you believe in it. So
There was a glimmer of hope. I was like, someone's running the blade. That's awesome. But no, I fooled myself there.
So we go to a pre-tape. Kid Kash and AJ Styles have been feuding over tables.
They fucking hate tables and each other. So yeah, Kid Kash and AJ have been feuding for a bit after Kid Kash eliminated AJ from a battle royal, like in a shitty way. I think Kash got eliminated and then eliminated AJ, and then they brawled. And Kid Kash has been going back and forth with them. They fell off the Raven's Nest through a table. Kash Rona'd AJ from the top to the floor through a table. For some reason, also in that match, AJ was dressed like Grandmaster Sexay. I'm not sure what was going on.
He used to wear that. I don't know.
That was crazy looking. I imagine it was 3 Live Crew. And then the final showdown will take place. One man can only be left standing in their final meeting in a tables match.
And it's a best 2 out of 3 tables match.
That's not fucking said until like the match has already started.
Yeah, they kind of just throw that one in there, huh?
Yeah. Weird.
Well, it's AJ Styles versus Kid Kash. Best 2 out of 3 tables. So the first person to go through 2 tables loses. And from what I understand on commentary, you could stack 2 tables and then put them through, and that counts as 2 tables.
That's 2 tables. Yeah, of course.
That's a great idea. I didn't even think about that. I was like, holy shit,
that.
you could
well,
do
neither
that.
Did they,
That's awesome.
They didn't think of that either. They don't do that. I do love Kid Kash's theme though. Cash. Rocks. All right. Cool.
AJ makes his entrance. He's the coolest wrestler ever. Sorry, Kazarian.
I mean, this is a great fucking look. Yeah, sorry, Kazarian.
Yeah,
I mean, this is the GOAT.
Yeah, man. Like, there's something about this dude. Like, I don't know if anyone really captures that era more than AJ. Like, he just kind of fits that whole era, huh?
He's a fucking beast, man. Yeah, like, and this is like the black gear that was on Community. Like, everyone made CWs of this one too.
Yeah, they did.
So we start the match off here. AJ tries to suplex Kash right off the apron through a table to kick this one off, but Kash gets back in. They trade some table spot feints, which is a lot of what they do in this match here.
And this is where on commentary they say, by the way, the winner has to put their opponent through 2 tables to win.
You guys know
No,
that?
I didn't.
Well, AJ hits a flying forearm. Great camera shot on it.
Yeah, that looked crazy. I actually didn't know if it was a forearm or like a clothesline or what it was.
Yeah, he just kind of fucking moshed him. Yeah, he's a fucking...
Yeah.
We get a picture-in-picture of Kenny G, the trainer, putting a sling on Christopher Daniels.
My
Kenny
man.
G.
Kenny G, tape that. Put some ice in that sling, man. Get him in there.
AJ sets Kash up on a table, but he gets off. So AJ instead does an acai moonsault over the table to Kid Kash on the outside. Very cool.
That was awesome. I like the idea of the move he was originally going for, which looked like, because the tables, lined up against the apron. So AJ, in my mind, was going to house show dive the long way onto this table.
That would have been awesome. Yeah, that would have been sick. So they set up a table in the corner and trade feints in front of it. AJ goes for they do for a while. It actually takes them a while to get to the first table.
Yeah, they actually leave this and come back to it.
Yeah, so AJ goes for a belly to back through the table, but he doesn't go, so AJ hits the fuck buster.
Let's fucking go! That was awesome. I was fired. I said, holy shit, I love that move.
Dude, he lands like shit. I think that's where he got pissed off.
He definitely wasn't happy. No, the table is probably what really set him off, though.
Well, yeah, I think it's one of those deals where like you go, oh fuck, and then like you go to do something like very minute, like move a table or something, it's not going. Like, get the fucking
dude.
So AJ hits the phenomenal knee.
The patented leaping knee. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I didn't know the best way to put it. The phenomenal knee. Yeah. AJ goes for a German suplex, but Kash hits a whippersnapper. And then Kash hits a German suplex into the table. Mike Posey says, not today. That table did not break good enough for me, buddy.
I mean, what are you, a fucking pussy? Put him through this table. That's what
Weren't you an ECW asshole? Wasn't I an ECW asshole?
Yeah, Rhino put you through 1 million of these, you little bastard. Break this fucking thing. Yeah, like he hits it and the bottom part of the table breaks, but it's like the crowd's like, aw, and that's what really G's up the ref. Oh, that doesn't count. Are you kidding me?
And Kash is like, are you fucking serious? Like, he's looking at him like, are you fucking kidding me? Like,
if AJ didn't have the body control that he did, Kid Kash was lawn darting him headfirst into this table.
He grabbed him crazy and just sloshed him into the table.
Yeah, like, he was not trying to body slam him. Thankfully, AJ tucked very fucking quickly. He was going forehead into this table, man. It was nuts. And now Kash, the table's broken, so he has the point, and Kid Kash is in the ref's face, F-bombing him crazy. Now Kid Kash is attacking the table.
Just beat the shit out of it.
Kicking the table's ass. And like, it's an awkward amount of time where AJ is selling and Kid Kash is like throwing a tantrum, stomping on this table like a baby.
So Kid Kash tells the ref to look away and then low blow Styles.
Why?
Who knows?
He's gonna take a table point from him?
Kash then hits an X-Plex, and this is fucking, he's getting mean with these, dude. I was like, oh, baby. Kash tries to grab a piece of the table that he broke, and then Styles hits him extremely hard in the back with an enziguri.
Dude, he clobbers him with it. It was definitely like, fucking lighten up, buddy.
Yeah, for real. Up and over Cash goes. AJ hits a springboard kick, and Kid Kash falls through the table on the outside, making the score 1-1.
Yeah, you can fucking just kick me off the apron. I'll go through the table. Fuck you.
I'm going to jump as hard as I can into this table. For some reason, we didn't gimmick any of these.
How's that possible?
So AJ is messing around with this table on the outside, and he goes to put it in front of him, but Kid Kash just drop kicks him instead. And Kid Kash starts messing around with this table. And at this point, I think that Kid Kash is so over the stipulation right now, it's unbelievable.
He is tilted beyond belief. Now, the amount of time that it takes for them to finally get this table into the ring. I mean, like, I don't know if it was definitely not 5 minutes, but it felt like I could believe it if you told me it was, because
it felt like an eternity.
It was so awkward. The crowd is just like playing with their fucking thumbs and like laughing as AJ is struggling to get this table into the ring.
And they're like right beside him.
Yeah,
the crowd is
that's
so
what
close.
When Kid Kash goes to do it, someone says some shit to him and he turns around and says, "Fuck you, man."
Yeah, so the table's longer than the actual length of the ring to the crowd. So he's trying to drag it out
up already.
Yeah, he's trying to like undo it and not hit the fans.
Yes, that's right. And AJ has half of the table in the ring, and he's trying to force it through with the legs down through. The referee, Mike Posey, is staring at him because he's not fucking helping him. And
Dude,
AJ's like,
I would have yelled at the ref. You help me get this fucking... Hold this rope up for me. I'm getting this table in.
Hell yeah. AJ is red-faced trying to get this shit in. They show 4 different camera angles trying to like make it seem not as bad. It's fucking bad. Then, yeah, as James said, Kid Kash hits him with the meanest baseball slide I've ever seen. The table almost hits a person in the front row. Now Kid Kash is fighting with this fucking table. Finally gets it in, and it gets a pop from the crowd once he gets it in.
AJ then he hits a Pele kick. He sets up the table in the ring, but Kash throws a piece of the table at his head.
Sabu style.
Kash then sets up a Rana on the top rope, which he's done to AJ before to send him through a table.
Yes.
But who is that in the crowd?
Shit, I don't know.
That's fucking Dallas.
That's Dallas.
That's Kid Kash's partner, Dallas.
Who the hell is Dallas?
Lance Hoyt is here, but he's Dallas. He's
Lance
Dallas,
Archer,
and he is green as shit, Dallas.
Yeah, dude. Dallas comes in and hits Kid Kash in the head.
Dude, I'm glad they replayed it because I did not see him hit Kid Kash.
Dude, okay, so I saw him hit Kid Kash, but there was no remorse or like accident in the way it looked. I was like, oh, he just turned on him. Oh no, okay, it wasn't supposed to be a turn.
It was an accident.
Yeah, so he hits him by accident, and then AJ knocks him off the joint, and then AJ hits a super Styles Clash through a table for the win.
Which is fucking awesome, by the way, and good on Kid Kash for taking that. That's a scary fucking thing. We saw Jimmy Rave take an unbelievable one of those, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fucked up move, yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So Petey Williams attacks AJ Styles on the ramp and throws him back in the ring for
thank God I got somebody else to work with.
Dallas to kick his ass.
Dallas throwing Eric Watts-esque punches here.
So Petey... Holy shit. All right, so Petey sets up for the Canadian Destroyer, and they're putting it over on commentary. That's that flip pile driver, that devastating flip pile driver.
That's awesome, man.
Dude, I'm like, wow, this move used to be the shit, man. This was like the coolest move ever. They protected the fuck out of this. If you got hit with this, you were dead. Like, that was it. You're not getting up.
It was a kill move.
Yeah,
it was it, man. They could have made him the world champion off that move.
Yeah, even if it was just like he hits it out of nowhere and wins just because of it, like they could have definitely done it.
Yeah.
Petey goes for the Canadian Destroyer. AJ holds on too long, and Petey has to put him back down again. He's like, please don't fucking hit me with this, man.
Okay, I was trying to figure out what it was. Was it because I thought maybe AJ didn't want to take it in where he was going to land for some reason, so he repositioned him?
That's definitely what it was. Yeah, it definitely what it was, because he wanted it like straight on with the camera, I think.
Which they don't use the shot. They use the floor cam, but whatever. It looks awesome because Petey hits him with the Canadian Destroyer. AJ lands and then slides on his forehead.
It was a devastating flip pile driver. Yeah, the commentary goes, oh,
he's dead.
He's done, man. Yeah, Kid Kash then goes up and hits the frog splash on him too. Fuck you.
Over her a table, by the way, Frog Splash. She's just got to get his shit in. But thank the heavens. I mean, if I needed someone to watch my back and wait until somebody dragged my ass down the ramp, hit their finisher on me, my friend hit the finisher on me, and then they came out and made the save, there's nobody I would want more to do that than the 3 Live crew.
All right, dude. So like they were ringing the bell crazy like WCW style, and no refs came out.
Not a single person.
No security came. Like nothing.
No.
They couldn't like have a couple guys go in and get bumped or nothing.
No.
Damn.
Absolutely
All right.
Dallas could have invented moves by the time that they came out here. And they, on commentary, like, oh, thank God the 3 Live crew are here in the nick of time. Holy shit, AJ's just died.
He took 1.5 Canadian destroyers. Like, no way,
That's
dude.
the nick of time. That's in the nick. Yep, in the nick of time.
Well, they're here. They're here and they're unhappy as shit.
Dude, they didn't get their pyro on the way to the ring.
No.
Conan is fucking reporting this to Meltzer now.
They said, we're not going out there until we get pyro.
Fucking naturals.
We're staying out here until we get pyro.
Yeah, that's insane. So the 3 Live crew, man, they had to get on the show, and there you go.
They're here, man. They're here and they're here to stay, sadly.
So we go backstage. Scott Hudson is here with Dusty Rhodes.
Ah, the Mega Dweeb.
He says, good job with that Midnight Rider thing. And
Yeah,
Dusty says, that won't me.
Yeah, so I guess last week the Midnight Rider showed up, which is like a old NWA gimmick, I think, where Dusty was in a hood. Because Dusty, I believe, was suspended or fired.
That's right.
by
He was
Vince Russo.
suspended.
Yeah, they explained that after this. So yeah, Dusty said, whoa. I was late because of the traffic jam. It was so huge. Getting in the building last week and getting the tickets for the night. I missed the Midnight Rider. I already looked great. And he lost a lot of weight.
He looked good.
So Dusty is talking here, and he's putting over this fucking match, and he's talking about the fans always push him down the highway of life and all. And then I don't know like what happens at the end here, but it turns into him talking about Jeff Hardy, which I know like Jeff Hardy's a part of this angle, which we'll talk about. But Dusty Rhodes says, I got a vested interest in Jeff Hardy to be the World Heavyweight Champion tonight. And you know what that would do for me if Jeff Hardy became champion and I went to his house and I got him and I drove him all the way here in a Cadillac and all that stuff? I'd be moved up into a stature. A stature, my friend, that I'm gunning for. And that's what it's all about. What?
Hey.
What
Hey, this-
are you
hey.
fucking talking about?
Hey, this just sold 80,000 tickets.
You're right. I was buying to see
I'm
Jeff
buying
Hardy
whatever
and-
the hell he's selling.
Dude,
I'm buying
I was
the
fucking-
stature. I'm getting
The
it.
stature of Jeff Hardy is
Yeah,
That's
getting
the
moving
I'll
on.
take 2 statues.
What
A
if I
Jeff
went
and
to
a
his
Dusty.
house in my that big Cadillac and all that stuff?
let that man talk.
I moved up to the east side, baby. All right, Dusty, I fuck with you heavy, bro. I don't know what you're talking
this
about.
is
Get
cool,
the fuck
man.
out of here.
Dude,
Go
like,
shoot
yeah,
match.
they just sold 750 tickets to whatever he's talking about.
I mean, good on him, man. That was insane, though.
Yeah. That's what he does, man. That's what he does. They pay him the big bucks to talk about the stature of Jeff Hardy.
There he is. He's doing it.
So we go to a pre-tape. Dusty Rhodes, huge Jeff Hardy fan.
Okay, so
Huge.
this, yeah. Why didn't they play this before this promo?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Would have made a lot more sense. So all right, here's the Dusty Rhodes angle for those that are unawares. So Jeff Hardy signed a contract for a shot at the NWA title. Dusty Rhodes was flipping out at Vince Russo in the ring at some fucking show. They have personal issues between each other, and Dusty Rhodes is fucking heated. You sent me to North Carolina. I brought him back for you. I gave him my word. So I guess, I don't know if Vince Russo doesn't want to give him the title shot or what this is, but Scott D'Amore is pissed as well because Russo has been letting Dusty Rhodes get away with whatever he wants. Dusty Rhodes is attacking dudes and doing whatever he wants. Russo has now had enough. He wants Dusty Rhodes to fucking let him do his job. He's been out of control, and he suspends him. So Dusty Rhodes is now at a show with one Harris brother and a ticket because he bought a ticket to the show. He attacks Scott D'Amore and Team Canada over the guardrail. So he's super suspended now. And then the 3 Live crew introduced the Midnight Rider for a match with Team Canada. Vince Russo's in the back. He can't fucking believe it. He's like, holy fucking shit, man. The Midnight Rider. That's me, the Midnight Rider. Hits an elbow drop, wins over Team Canada. Russo says, "Why the fuck do you keep doing this, man?" Dusty Rhodes wants a Scott D'Amore match 1-on-1, and Russo says, "Fine, but if Scott D'Amore defeats you, you got to leave TNA, and also, I'm gonna be the referee." So that's the angle. Yep,
that's true. All right,
it's not a bad angle. Like, I don't mind. Like, Dusty Rhodes is an authority figure. I always am for. And I'll be honest, I actually don't hate Vince Russo as a authority figure either. Like, I accept that he's been around and he has stock and he's fucking from New York. I accept all of this.
Well, Dusty Rhodes sold 900 tickets to this show, so yeah, he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, you're right.
So Dusty Rhodes versus Scott D'Amore here. Vince Russo, special guest referee. He's got the special New York ref shirt on. Look at the fucking drip.
Yeah, respect the schmear.
Dusty Rhodes comes out. They say they are standing on their feet in the asylum for Dusty Rhodes. It's a standing room.
There's no seats left. Yeah.
So yeah, man, it's Scott D'Amore and Dusty Rhodes, and it's I was interested to see what they come up with here because it was no gimmicks. It was just a match,
legit, straight up match. Which the crux of the match is no one trusts Vince Russo, and he has a baseball bat, so obviously he's gonna fuck over Dusty Rhodes. Like, that's what this whole thing hinges on. Team Canada and 3 Live Crew are barred from ringside. So like, there's not going to be any shenanigans other than potential Vince Russo shenanigans. And I was like, how the fuck do they explain that Vince Russo's out here with a bat that he keeps in the ring the whole time? But Don West says the reason Russo has it is to fight off anyone that interferes, just in case security can't get to them in time.
Well, they tied that one up with the bow tie. Yeah,
makes sense to me, right? Yeah,
I mean, I don't need to be spoon fed, but that I guess I understand.
So Dusty and Scott D'Amore tie up in the middle of the ring. Scott backs him to the corner and tries to close fist punch him. Russo hooks his arm to stop him. That pisses Scott off crazy, by the way. He argues with fucking Vince because
he did that to Dusty as well, by the way.
It pisses him off because he had the upper hand here, and he never, ever gets it back.
No.
Dusty hits the bionic elbow on the arm of Scott D'Amore. This shit means something to me, man.
They're working old school here, brother.
So Scott tries to use the Canadian flag, but misses. Dusty grabs it. Then Russo grabs it, allowing Scott to attack Dusty from behind.
Glommed his ass.
Mike Tenay then informs us, 1, there will be best of broadcasts for the next few weeks. And 2, NWA tag titles are on the line tonight.
How do you have so much free time to not talk about this match?
I don't know. They were going at a breakneck pace here. So Scott D'Amore goes up top, and he's going for that moonsault.
He does do a moonsault, and it looks good.
They mentioned on commentary this was his old move. He used to do this.
That's awesome.
He goes up there, misses a moonsault, and Dusty unloads the combo on Scott D'Amore. Dusty hits a bionic elbow on Russo, and then a bionic elbow on Scott D'Amore.
Okay, so it's not, he didn't like purposely do it. He's back. He was throwing a punch back when Russo was telling him to stop throwing closed punches, of course, and he accidentally elbowed Russo.
Ass, it was accidentally.
He
looked like right at him.
He looked in his eyes.
He looks backwards, gazes in his eyes, and then elbows him straight in the face.
He looked right at him and went, boom.
That was a complete accident.
Dude, I felt like Vince Russo was out of spots like all night in this match. I felt like he was just like, he didn't understand
he's not a
his
fucking
play.
wrestler. He has no idea what he's doing. Yeah,
he was the world's heavyweight champion.
I apologize.
You know you're gonna get back elbow. It's just be there for the spot. You know.
Yeah, you're right.
He looked at him and said, "Bah, bitch." So
it was an accident, despite him looking directly into his eyes and punching with it.
I'm sorry, Daddy. So Dusty hits a bionic elbow on both these dudes. Russo then just stands the fuck back up. Hey!
Not only are you not a wrestler, you're in a referee shirt, which tanks your XP and health by an unbelievable amount. You cannot get up immediately.
Russo kills a Legends gimmick in the fucking asylum? Come on, man. God damn. So Russo takes an elbow, stands right back up, grabs the bat, And then Russo gets behind Dusty like he's about to hit him with the bat. But Dusty...
By the way, while holding the bat upside down, he didn't even have the bat the right way. He had it G'd up, holding it like from the top.
I must have concussed her, daddy. So Dusty, you can feel it. He said, someone's holding a bat wrong behind me. And Dusty turns around and he goes, whoa, I wasn't going to hit you, man. And then Dusty hits the bionic elbow and an elbow drop on Scott D'Amore and wins the match.
A swerve. I like it, man. Vince Russo's a good guy now.
Yeah, he even goes to shake Vince Russo's hand.
Does, but sadly, Team Canada are here. The match is over, so they can come out. They jump Dusty from behind. Russo then tries to stop them, and Scott D'Amore is pissed because he lost, and he's not happy with Russo, so he gets in Russo's face. Scott D'Amore and Russo are now shoving each other. Russo gets so fired up, he rips his shirt off. They're just punches are thrown. Yeah, just shoving each other back and forth.
Dude, what the fuck's wrong with Russo? Like every fight he's ever in, he just like takes his shirt off.
That's
like,
New York style. What the fuck do you know? So they're shoving each other shirtless, both of them. And you know what, man? Thank God that there's somebody on this show that after, I had a match and there's a whole group of Canadians kicking my fucking ass and two shirtless guys are fighting right over my dead body instead of trying to help me. Thank God that there's a group of guys in this company that'll come make the save. Here comes the fucking 3 Live
Dude,
Crew.
get these guys the fuck out of here. How are they always here?
We're gonna earn our pyro. We're getting that pyro. I'll tell you what, we'll do whatever you want.
You're not gonna get your pyro, but you're gonna get 16 entrances on the show. Here they come.
Dude, I love that throughout all of this, throughout Vince Russo taking his shirt off and everything, Dusty's TNA music is playing all through this.
Yeah, you're
Conan
right.
and them come running out to Dusty's music.
They're stomping Dusty out to his music. Reverse New Jack fight.
So we go backstage. Scott Hudson is here with the Naturals.
Natural.
And they are very proud of what they did to Triple X and to AMW's James Storm.
Yeah, Scott Hudson says that. I hope you guys are proud of yourselves. And they say, of course we are. You see what we did to Triple X? Hudson says, well, I just received word from Larry Zbyszko from the Championship Committee that there will be an NWA World Tag Title match tonight. Somehow this got to Mike Tenay on commentary and not any of these guys here.
Just getting that in.
Enough. And Chase Stevens says, who's left? We took out AMW, we took out Triple X. Who could there be? And Andy Douglas says, could it be Little Jarrell and Mikey? I wish it was. That would have been fucking awesome. Because Mikey Batts has 13 concussions, and I like to see what he got left in him. What about... Okay, I didn't know who he was talking about here. He said, what about the little clowns, the NYC? Who the fuck is he talking about? Puppet? Oh my God. I thought he was talking about like the ICP, but maybe
he just didn't know and he was trying to, maybe it was a joke like the NYC or something. Yeah.
Sure. NYC. Yeah. He said, I know a team that strikes fear in everybody. Shark Boy and D-Ray 3000, which for a second I thought it was going to be. But no, well, they said, we're going to walk to the ring. We're going to walk in the champs, walk out the champs. We don't give a fuck who it is. So tag title match.
Who do you think it'll be? Mikey Batts and Jarrell Clark? Well, they did win earlier.
They won not a shot at this and not a shot at anything for the foreseeable future.
They won a chance to keep their contracts.
Yeah, man. What the fuck? Yeah, why was it not a tag title match? Like a number one contender thing or something?
Because they had to do this fucking angle, baby.
Yeah, I mean, we're not diverging from Triple X and AMW. I mean, you guys got to wait.
Yeah, you don't understand how good these matches are. This is all we got.
That is what we got, dude. Yeah, this division dies unless... I mean, 3 Live Crew are begging for a tag title shot. You want that?
We're milking this for as long as we can. We cannot let these guys win.
Sorry, Conan. They're on like their 2nd or 3rd year of this angle. We can't just drop it now.
Yeah, come on. There's a lot of long-term storytelling here, asswipe.
You could go hang out with Goldilocks' Empire.
Yeah, he's going to Meltzer with that one. So Larry Zbyszko comes out here on the ramp and announces that the team that will face the Naturals is Elix Skipper.
Prime time, baby. I said, oh, shit, okay. I was like, in my mind, I was like, who the fuck is going to team with him? I actually like didn't expect who it was. I was like, oh, it's going to be like fucking Sabu or something crazy. Just because they always did that weird, like, have a legend come out for a pop at the Asylum.
Oh, yeah.
Well, his teammate is none other than AMW's Wildcat, Chris Harris.
Dude, he gets a big pop too, and I was like, wow, they like leaned into the angle and trusted that the crowd would give a shit about this, and they did. And I was like, this is awesome. I actually love this idea.
Yeah, I mean, they put the strange bedfellows in, right? Like that was the trope here. But you know, these two teams have been fighting forever. That they know each other so well, they're able to do moves with each other because they faced each other so much.
I love that. Yeah.
So it's the Naturals versus Chris Harris and Elix Skipper. NWA tag team titles on the line. Mikey Batts and Jarrett Clark said, "What the fuck?"
Well, Jarrett Clark said that. Mikey Batts said, "Holy shit, where the fuck am I?"
I wanted to face for the SmackDown tag titles. What the fuck's going on?
Where is Goldilocks?
So Don West says that this is the first time that either man has ever teamed with anyone else ever.
Well, to be fair, he said, "I think." he gave himself a little room there.
That's funny as fuck.
That is insane. Elix Skipper was in a trio on this show.
Elix Skipper was ever only in tags ever.
Mike, today you were there when he teamed with Lance Storm.
That shit was funny as hell, man. Good lord.
Yeah.
So,
what the hell? I think
Elix Skipper should just start right. Hey, that ain't right. So, yeah, man. NWA tag titles on the line here. The Naturals start on top.
It's a fire-up start.
Yeah, but Harris turns it around with the big Thez press. His always looked crazy, maybe because everyone that he faced was always smaller than him. So he would just, God, it looked like he just barrel rolls him.
Pounced on him. It was fucking crazy. By the way, there was a sign in the crowd that Tony will appreciate. There was a sign in the front row that said, "Hard 10 ruled."
Bring it back.
I agree. There's also a beer man out there. Do you see the beer
with
man?
The hat?
With
the
shit.
hat.
Yeah, I saw that dude.
Beer hat. That
That's
was
awesome.
That guy was crazy.
So Primetime and Wildcat ping pong Chase Stevens with punches until Elix hits a catapult splash.
Nice. I like that. It looked good.
The Naturals stay in control here, obviously because they're the more tenured team, and they stay on top for a while here.
They lay on him for a minute here, which is not the match I was looking for.
Real Southern style. That's how the Naturals just worked.
Yeah, I already saw one of those earlier and I didn't like it. I didn't like it again.
You can make a more interesting heat segment. Like your control should be more interesting, I think.
Yeah.
Skipper finally fights up and hits a backwards roundhouse kick.
His kicks look great, man.
He's good. Yeah, he is good. And he always looked great. He was always in good shape.
He was fucking chiseled. Yeah, man.
We get a double hot tag. Chris Harris comes in and just starts fucking decimating everyone here. I mean, this is the most Southern tag match I've ever seen. Like, he comes in and just punches everyone to shit.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, man, okay. So Chris Harris
looks big, too, man. I was always
He's huge, man.
Yeah, he's big.
Like, in comparison to everyone in TNA at the time, he was massive. Yeah, he just looked huge.
They should put him in a big white jacket. Let him fucking lose.
Just lose all the time. Yeah,
lose
him
and
in the
get the fuck out of here.
So Chris Harris gets Andy Douglas up for a suplex. Elix Skipper hits the cross-body double team move that AMW does.
Yeah, dude, and he G's them up for it, and all comments just, oh, they know each other's moves so well, and because they wrestle each other so much. I was like, wow, that's fucking cool.
So Harris accidentally punches Elix Skipper.
Oh, he did it on purpose. Obviously.
Mike today said, wait. He might have matrixed out of it. I don't know. Did he hit him? And Elix Skipper says, fuck you, man. Fuck. All right. Looks like he hit him.
He tried his best to save it, and then Elix Skipper immediately just starts being an asshole to him.
Yeah, so Skipper leaves the ring, and he says, you can win by yourself. And
oh, shit.
Chris Harris like, you're probably right. I probably can win by myself.
Very likely I could. The Naturals suck.
So the Naturals hit a double flatliner.
That's not even their move. I don't even know what that was because the crowd doesn't even fucking bite on this pinfall.
No, not at all, man. Yeah. Elix Skipper. All right, so he says, fuck off, leaves. They hit a double flatliner, and then Elix Skipper says, oh, shit. And he runs back in. He gets stopped. Thankfully, Harris just kicks out of it.
Dude, I thought that was a good, attempt at getting the crowd, and they didn't. Like, they didn't buy any of that. Skipper trying to get back in and them getting cut off, like the kick out, no one cared about. I was like, oh, wow, I thought that'd get a bigger reaction. Maybe because
the way they did it was just shitty, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, like, there's no way anyone thought that Chris Harris was going to take a clean pin for the Naturals.
Yeah,
They're probably like, no fucking way. Look at this. Look at this guy. Holy shit, man. Yeah. Harris just kicks out of this stupid fucking movie anyway.
Shitty-ass move.
So the Naturals try to use the powder and a chair, but Elix Skipper stops. Chase Stevens, I believe, was holding the chair.
Yes, that's right.
And he hits him with another chair.
Dude, so the referee is off to the side, distracted by Andy Douglas, I believe, holding
by the beer
powder.
man ringside.
Yeah,
you want a beer?
And he said, hard 10 did rule. You're right.
So Chris Harris spears the shit out of Andy Douglas. Pins him. Powder went everywhere. Just
that was awesome.
Yeah. That was awesome.
And I can't believe it. Chris Harris and Elix Skipper have beat the Naturals and become the NWA Tag Team Champions.
I was actually surprised. I thought we were just going to get like they get fucked and then Chris Harris and Elix Skipper fight after and it sets up another, the three-way tag at the pay-per-view. But no, they win the fucking tag titles together. And I was like, this is awesome. The crowd is fired up for it. Donwa says, what happens now? And Harris and Skipper are just staring each other down, holding the tag titles. They're not too happy about it, but they're happy they won, but not with having to be champs with each other. But this is a cool gimmick. It's not often that I see this and I'm like, that didn't make me feel like an asshole for the outcome here. All this kind of leaned in together. This made sense. It wasn't like someone coming out and saying, you two are teaming up because.
Oh, yeah.
Like, both of their partners are out. Both their partners were injured by the guys in this match. We're going to go kick your fucking ass by any means.
Do we know what this led to?
I don't know because it doesn't. Well, at the fucking Victory Road, I assume it's AMW and XXX. It is.
I would have done a ladder match and put both the titles up there and then had the teams face and whatever team won would take both the titles back.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's a great idea.
Well, instead, James, it was an elimination last team standing match.
They probably had a battle royal first and then last team standing.
Wow.
Yeah, Don West, after they win the title, says, so what happens now? What do we even name these guys? I love the idea that's like awesome. Super important, like the name of this team.
That's what we said too when we were in the back when Jake and Speedball won the tag titles. Oh, what the fuck do we call
What is their name? Quick, name. So we go to a pre-tape. The TNA roster gives their thoughts on who will win between Jarrett and Jeff Hardy.
Okay, so the first team that had, because really when you're looking for opinions from the TNA roster, I mean, there's a lot of people you can think of, but there's only one team that I really care about. Well, and that's the 3 Live Crew.
You got to pick the guys that are up next. They got a bright future. They're Pyro and
BG James is 48 years old. He has a bright future.
Dude, Batista, DDP, they were all old when they won world titles.
Yeah,
right? Come on.
Conan's up next with his hip.
Yeah, BG James was right up there with those guys. That's what I was thinking too.
You could have been an Evolution. Yeah, that would have been sweet.
Conan's hip is destroyed.
He's up next, he said. Come on now.
Jeff Hardy is the guy.
Well, Tony, to your point, by the way, these up-and-comers here, 3 Live Crew, Conan is the first one to give his opinion on this entire match. They specifically said, what are your opinions on the outcome of Jeff Hardy versus Jeff Jarrett? Conan says, me personally, I don't care who wins the match.
Conan says, suck my balls.
And eat my ass.
Eat my ass, suck my balls.
Me personally, I'm up next, and you're up never, all right?
You think I give a fuck about a Jeff Jarrett match? Suck my balls and eat my ass.
Can you believe this?
They asked me.
Meltzer, can you believe this shit?
Peel my potatoes and toss my salad. I'm fucking out of here.
Come on through, you fucking bitch. That is unbelievable. BG James, of course, says, my money is on Jarrett's guitar. And fucking the only one out of the 3 that gave a real answer was goddamn Ron Killing, who said that fucking if Jeff Hardy's got his thinking cap on, then he'll be the new world champion.
I would like to work here.
I love his voice. Suck my balls and eat my ass.
Who is he? Jeff Jarrett and Jeff Hardy. That's enough. Eat my ass. Suck my balls. Yeah.
Just grabs his crotch.
He pees on him. Lift the leg up, Teddy. We're gonna hump you like the dogs we are.
All right, cut. What the fuck are you doing?
Oh, okay. Bouncer, get a load of this.
All right, let's start with me. Bouncer, get a load of this. All right, we gotta reshoot that. Oh, dude. What are you doing like that?
Holy fuck. Oh my god.
That is fucking funny as shit.
It's busting blood vessels in my fucking head.
Holy shit. Okay, so Kid Kash with Dallas says, listen, I heard if you're not cheating, you're not trying hard enough. That's not what you fucking heard.
Dude, just tell me who's gonna win the match. Come on.
Oh, dude.
Bobby Roode picks Jeff Hardy. Kazarian and Michael Shane pick Jeff Jarrett. AJ picks Jeff Hardy. Raven says Jeff Jarrett better win because he wants to beat him for the belt. Fucking franchise is here, and he picks Jeff Jarrett. And Jerry Lynn says he's wrestled both of them different times, different places. And my money's on Jeff Hardy.
Jerry Lynn in the glasses.
Oh, God, Jerry.
Dude.
Oh, sorry.
Take two.
I thought everyone was doing that.
So was he like a backstage correspondent at this time, an agent?
He was an agent. Yeah, that's right.
In 5 years, he beats Nigel McGuinness.
I'm not going to talk about how that fucking made me stop watching ROH because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
Oh, man.
Oh, dude.
Oh, dude. That's kind of like Randy to Ram. So we go to a commentary bumper. Mike Tenay goes through all his best faces. He unloads the clip.
It's like me choosing styles for the photo in fucking WWE 2K. It's just an unbelievable range of faces, man.
Dude,
it's
yeah.
awesome.
He hits them all, man. They're premium. This is premium stuff here.
Yeah. The only reason to watch this segment is to stare at Mike Tenay.
Yeah, I didn't hear a single word about what was going on. I was just watching this dude look down and then look up and goes,
dude. Yeah. With the lips. Tenay then lists the lineup for the next 3 weeks because this is the last live pay-per-view they're doing. So the next 3 weeks are all best ofs. The first one is the absolute best of the tag matches in 04, including the 6 Sides of Steel match. 2 weeks from now, it's going to be the best of the X Division. Mike Tenay's faces are going nuts. And then 3 weeks from now, it's going to be best of the heavyweights in 2004, including Jarrett, Styles, and Raven. And then Impact on Friday, you'll hear from the NWA World Champion, no matter who it is. But mark your calendars. The beginning of a new era, November 7th, Victory Road on pay-per-view. Their first ever Sunday pay-per-view, their first 3-hour pay-per-view. And now let's go to the back where Scott Hudson is stationed with the alpha male Monty Brown. Now, they say that, but Scott Hudson is alone and has no idea that Monty Brown will be joining him.
he is not stationed with the alpha male.
No, he's not. Scott Hudson's back there and he's hyping up the main event. No mention of Monty Brown. And he's about to throw it to a video package to hype up Jeff Hardy versus Jeff Jarrett. And then Monty Brown comes in with, he's gigantic, a big yellow sleeveless shirt, a chair, and he grabs Scott Hudson by the wrist. And Scott Hudson goes, ah! And Monty Brown goes, what are you getting all jumpy for? And Scott says, you have a chair.
You scared the shit out of me, man.
Yeah. What the fuck? No one told me you were going to be here. So Monty Brown says, relax. The alpha male's relaxed. And you think I need a chair for you? The only thing I do for you is this. And he flicks him. He says, I don't need a chair for you, for Jeff Hardy, for Jeff Jarrett. This chair is for the alpha male to have a ramp side seat to find out what's going to happen on his Serengeti. And he says, it doesn't matter who wins, the stroke, the swanton, the figure four, the spine tingler twingly, it doesn't matter. I didn't realize how he was like saying something they say on the show.
Yeah, I hadn't heard the name before, and then if they would have played the video package before this, I would have known. But
why don't, dude? There's like so many times they should have did that. And tonight, after it's over and the unfortunate winner has the strap, you will be 1 pounce away from giving it to the alpha male. Period. Then he wipes the mic on his head.
That's awesome.
I do love that. Monty Brown, I mean, we've talked about him a million times. I feel like I've talked about Monty Brown as much as I've talked about Mike Awesome. Fucking love Monty Brown. Love Monty Brown. Wish I got to see more Monty Brown wrestling in my life. But such is life.
Me too, man. I think he would have had a sweet run in ROH if he left TNA.
God damn. Wow, you're right, dude. Oh my God. That would have been sick.
Yeah, they would have pushed the shit out of him too.
Hell yeah.
It would have been awesome. It would have been pretty sweet.
Oh well.
So we go to a pre-tape. Jeff Jarrett says that Jeff Hardy is an outsider and no outsider is welcome in TNA unless they are friends with Jeff Jarrett.
Oh yeah. So like that in the Observer they talk about that, like Kevin Nash and Scott Hall might be coming in here.
And they do.
And they do.
As Elvis.
The kings of wrestling. You can't in 2004, 2005, you can't be the kings of wrestling. Hey, that's not fucking right.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm indied out crazy. Stop.
So Jeff Hardy has a techno rave in response to Jeff Jarrett.
What the fuck is this? This is the craziest edited promo I've ever seen in my life. I can't even understand him. What the fuck are you saying, buddy?
I had no idea, bro.
Yeah, dude, I was so confused. And Jarrett says it's the biggest match in Jeff's career and the biggest match in his career as well. And then they do a sweet montage to some club music of Jarrett hitting a bunch of people with guitars and Jeff Hardy doing some shit.
Yeah, all his moves are guitar hits.
Which is awesome. And then Jarrett ends it by saying, Jeff, keep your enemies close and your friends even closer. That's
wrong.
That's not right.
That's a man that's been hit by the spine line.
Okay, dude. The spine line. It is time to talk about the fucking spine line. This is, have you ever heard of this?
Well, let's introduce it first. All right, so Jeff Hardy versus Jeff Jarrett's the main event. Sure. We get a tail of the tape. Jeff Hardy looks like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. It says on the gimmick, it's Swanton versus the Stroke. It is Figure 4 versus the spine line.
I was blown away. I said, spine line? Because I watch a lot of wrestling. I feel like I've watched Jeff Hardy's entire career. I know nothing of the spine line.
Now, I am definitely, and I believe we all are, advocates of main event talent having a submission move.
Oh my God. I think it's the best. That's
if you want to be a main eventer, you probably do need a submission.
Absolutely.
Jeff Hardy has one here. It's called the spine line. Now, I thought you should show it to me.
It should have been in the video package, unless it was.
It was, yeah.
It was? Okay.
I didn't know that.
He does when they're running it down, right before the match.
Okay.
He does it, yeah.
Okay, sure. I must have missed it.
I did too.
Well,
I didn't know what it was.
They didn't point it out, I don't think.
Yeah, they didn't name it, so I thought it was just, I don't know what he was doing, and it was a bunch of shit on the screen, so.
Yeah, well, this is a new submission move that Jeff Hardy invented last week.
And they don't say what it is until he does it.
That is the spine line.
The whole match, I'm going, wow, I'm actually pretty excited to see the fucking
What could it be?
line. It could have been something sweet. And then, I was like, wow, I wonder why I didn't see it. And I guess maybe I should have realized very quickly why it wasn't sweet. It
died a swift death.
Yeah, or else he would have kept doing it.
So Jarrett and Jeff get to the ring here for this match. Yes. Jarrett slaps Jeff Hardy before the announcements, and they have to be separated. I was like, okay, build some heat here for this match. It's not like they had a ton of time left on the show.
No, they had 15.
So I was like, okay, he's trying to get some quick heat here to start this one off hot. Okay, well, that was wrong because they still proceed to try to do the announcements for the next 7 minutes.
Okay, so this is funny as shit, but I actually thoroughly enjoyed it because I don't know how much of the match I would have even liked, and them trying to spend all of this time, because I've never seen the championship introductions get interrupted like this. Usually it's like they start fighting and all right, the match is on, ring the bell. They are so adamant. The NWA Championship Committee board member Larry Zbyszko is there. He is so adamant that we need these intros to start this match that they are going to fight through all of them.
We have to do these. This is a formality. We have to do this.
I loved it. I loved it. Could it have gone shorter? Absolutely. Could the match have more time? Absolutely. Would I have really needed to see more of Jeff Hardy versus Jeff Jarrett? Maybe not. So I wasn't too bad
Absolutely.
about it. Fair enough. Understandable.
3 spine lines for me would have done just fine. So Jeremy Borash goes to make the announcements again. Jeff Jarrett bum rushes Jeff Hardy. They separate them again to get these fucking announcements done. Jeff Hardy then jumps on Jeff Jarrett and fucking all right. It's time to finish the announcement, guys. Can somebody please hold these guys back?
Dude, yeah, and like Jeff Jarrett has green shit all over him from Jeff Hardy. JB's back to doing the introductions. It gets cut off again because Jeff Hardy rushes them. They're on the floor now.
And then they finally ring the bell. Jarrett is busted open before the match even started.
He's gushing blood.
He's got green shit all in his hair.
Collar and elbow.
That's what it's all about, baby.
That is the NWA, baby.
That's what it's all about. Mike Tenay says that Jeff Hardy won WWF's tag team titles, and he also beat Triple H to win the WWF's Intercontinental Championship.
We fucking hate Triple H. If it done was high five.
So Jeff Hardy with a house show dive to the outside. Jarrett goes for the stroke off the second, but Hardy hits a bulldog reversal for a 2.
Yes.
Jeff is just doing shit to start this one. So instead of like having like a, because they already drew the heat early. So like instead of like having the little beginning that most NWA style matches have, Jeff's like, I'm just going to start coming out with shit. Double axe handle from the top to the floor. Bam.
I couldn't fucking believe what I was seeing, man. Jeff Hardy headed to the top, and Jeff Jarrett's on the floor. I said, okay, Jeff Hardy's about to take something gnarly into the guardrail.
Sensational flip dive.
At the very least, a sensational flip dive, James. Double fucking axe handle.
Double axe, feet to the ground from the top rope.
I spit on you.
That's 10 fucking feet to the ground. I would have rather, like, I don't know, catch me on something.
At the very least, catch me
double
on
axe,
something.
feet to the floor. Holy shit. All right. So Jeff back body drops Jarrett into the crowd. Jeff then climbs to the top rope again. I legit at this point have no idea what he could even possibly be trying.
I thought that they were going to do like a table bump. I thought Jeff was going to like go for broke here because Jarrett gigged. I was like, okay, they're going to like trade some crazy shit here.
Jarrett probably said they fucking did tables earlier, god damn it.
Fucking Kid Kash. I hate Kid Kash.
So Jeff climbs to the top rope and dives onto Jarrett into the crowd, and Tenay screams so loud it peaks the mic.
Dude, I mean, it was a sweet dive.
Gotta love the passion.
Tenay goes fucking nuts, dude.
So Jarrett hits him with a chair in the crowd, and oh my god, is that the monster abyss watching intently?
Dude, okay, so they already had, because I think they already had shown Monty Brown, right? He was sitting in the chair.
Yeah, that's right, on the ramp.
Abyss is also on the ramp, but he's like, he's near
hiding.
where the... Yeah, he's like kind of tucked away near a screen, kind of just hovering there awkwardly. It's very not intimidating.
So Jarrett takes Jeff Hardy to the balcony seating and tries to throw him off the balcony. And then Jeff tries to do the same thing to Jeff Jarrett and gets him halfway over the ledge.
That was awesome.
Jarrett then fucking nails Rudy Charles, the ref, with a chair by accident. Just gives it to him.
And it's not like a chair shot where he was trying to like swing it like you would, like if you picture someone, if I say someone gets hit in the head with a chair. No, Jarrett necked him with the chair. He did it sledgehammer style. It was nuts.
So they get back in the ring. Jeff hits the Swanton bomb for a 2.
Crushed him.
The alpha male Monty Brown is watching intently. Jeff goes for the twist of fate, but Jeff reverses to the stroke for a 2.
That was
just
cool.
kicked right out of it.
He did kick out of it, yeah. Raven is here. He's watching. He's in
intently.
A straight jacket. He's watching intently as well, yes.
Jeff then gets locked in the figure 4 by Jarrett, and then Jeff turns it over to reverse the pressure.
Yeah! And Dusty Rhodes is here.
Dusty's here watching intently from ringside.
And this, my friends, is where we find out what the spine line is.
It's the Rock shitty sharpshooter.
So I don't think it was meant to be. I think when he first did it, it was a clover leaf. Like last week, it was a clover leaf.
Oh, was it?
I think so. And this week, it's a not step through sharpshooter.
It's a Boston Crab to only one side.
It is shitty move.
Yeah, Boston Crab to one side.
Let's put both legs on one side, Boston Crab style.
The spawn line. You keep that shit over there, Jeff. Don't you fucking come back with that. Yeah, that guy's a horrific death. Didn't know this move existed, and they probably said, all right, let's fucking, we're done with this Jarrett feud. You can stop doing the fucking spine line. This move stinks.
You know what's funny is he locks in the spine line, and Jeff Jarrett gets out of it very easily. And then rolls out, and then Dusty throws his ass back in the ring, and then Jeff locks in the spine line again.
I had even more time to not like it.
So Jarrett then gets the ropes, and then he goes outside, and he hits Dusty in the head.
He punches Dusty, and Dusty doesn't sell to the floor. He just like kind of dies on the apron.
Then Dusty pulls his ass down, and he hits him with the bionic elbow. This pisses Vince Russo off, who must have been watching the match intently. Runs down with the bat, and he gets in his fucking face. Jarrett then grabs the bat. I love the way this happens. So Russo's got the bat. He's not putting it down for Jarrett. So Dusty's like yelling at him, grabs the bat, puts it on the apron, keeps yelling at him. And then awesome. Jarrett grabs the bat, and he tries to swing on Jeff, but misses. So Jeff grabs the bat. Then Russo grabs the bat away from him, and then Jeff hits a flatliner.
Holy shit, man. I mean, this couldn't even be Chris Harris. Are you fucking kidding me?
Dude, unbelievable. Flatliner that sets up for the Swanton Bomb. What about the Twist of Fate?
Yeah. Oh, my God. You're right. That's a fucking great point. You just didn't feel like doing it. Also, Flatliner, and then the next shot is Vince Russo is now laying on the floor outside.
Dusty murked him.
Okay, great. No problem.
So Jarrett then grabs a guitar from space.
Oh, he misses the Swanton. By
yeah, misses the Swanton. Yes. Jarrett grabs the guitar. Where did he get that? Just like he puts his hand out and then like grabs the guitar.
There's no mercy style.
That shit was crazy. Grabs the guitar. Doesn't he leave the ring?
Yeah,
grabs it. Yeah. Then Jarrett turns around and hits Jeff in the back of the head with a guitar because he's not turning around.
This is brutal.
Jarrett hits him so hard that Jeff forgets to roll over, and Jarrett fucking lay it on top of him back style, and he goes, oh shit. And he had to roll him over, and he rolled him over, and he got the 3, and then Abyss does...
Dude, okay, so 3 count, Don West says, don't tell me, oh no! So Jarrett wins, of course. No one likes seeing Jarrett win. If you didn't watch TNA at this time, it was, everyone hated when Jeff Jarrett won.
The Reign of Terror.
Yeah, it was the Reign of Terror.
He hit him with the guitar again.
Yeah, he did it, Bree. We did it again. And yeah, so Jarrett wins. Monty Brown is clapping. As James said, Abyss is doing his taunt. And Raven is laughing. And that is how we go off the air with the final weekly pay-per-view with what I would only expect when watching a TNA Asylum show is Jeff Jarrett main event shenanigans with Jeff Jarrett winning.
Because he's the goddamn NWA's World Heavyweight Champions.
He's the king of the fucking mountain, boys.
That's my match. Not yours, Raven.
I mean, like, so... I like this show. This was, I mean, a little longer than the shows we usually watch. This was like 2 hours. There was some, some points that I didn't need to watch, like Eric Watts.
Dude, wow, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even the Dusty Scott D'Amore stuff had some cute stuff in it that I enjoyed. I won't complain about watching some Dusty Rhodes. I like the show. They were heavy on video packages, which as a viewer 20 years later, I guess I'm not too upset about because I got context for the show. In fact, this podcast drops one day after the 20-year anniversary of this episode.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
Which is pretty crazy. Awesome. That was an accident, everybody. But yeah, this is the end of the NWA TNA weekly pay-per-view stuff. Yeah, to your point, Tony, I watched so fucking many of these. I don't think I watched all 111 of them.
No, I
was definitely big early and then like kind of tapered out. I don't even know if I watched this show. Maybe I did for Jeff Hardy. But yeah, no, man, I like this show. I like this concept. It made TNA feel different to me at the time because like it felt like, you know, obviously Raw and SmackDown and Show Raw and WCW is gone, and like I was buying these, so I had, you know, another wrestling show to watch every week, and it was like, oh, this is fucking cool. I don't I imagine they would have
invested when you put in your money, you know, $9.95, and you're investing in this product, because it was like that feeling too, like because with Tanae and Don West, you're like, oh, I'm buying in this product, I'm supporting it, and then, you know,
from the ground up too. Yeah, it's always fun. Yeah, because that was the first time like I got to watch a company from its inception. You know, that's always cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But yeah, I enjoyed it. But Jeff Jarrett is the king of this shit.
King of the mountain, motherfuckers.
It's his world. It's his world.
But that is it for NWA TNA's 111th and final weekly pay-per-view for February 18th, 2004. And that is it for our show. Thank you so